Hello? Yeah, that thing looks on. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. I think it works. That's encouraging. Hello! Welcome! If you're out of the loop, I have just moved, which is why everything is a mess. Not me included. This is my standard level of radiance. Is that natural light? Yeah. I have set up the bare minimum amount of things required for me to turn on this stream and nothing further. Let me see if I can show you because the lighting's not done. Obviously there's gonna be a bit of an echo. Basically just be nice to me because this isn't done yet. Do you want to see my mess? Nick Rawl, thank you for the 15-month resub. Appreciate it. Oh, let me turn myself up a little bit. I think I had myself turned down for the last stream because I didn't want to talk over the 2 hours of non-WoW games so we could watch a cinematic. You want to see my mess? Here, hang on. I'm just happy I got the regular camera plugged in. So we've got, like, boxes, obviously. And then there's boxes. And then there's boxes. And look, I hung up a coat. Wow, go me. And that's just this room. That's just my office. My bedroom is a mess. My kitchen's, I mean, we got it together enough to make toast this morning, so that was good. Hi, kitty cat. Do you want to come through here? Follow my voice. Watch out. There's a shelf there. Oh, good girl. You're so smart. Echo. Hi, kitty. You want to come through? Do you want to show proof of life? Hi. You can sit up here. I scoop you. There she is. There she is. Perk, thank you for the 75-month resub. Appreciate it very much. We also had Nick Roll with 15 months and Neutronium Mistweaver with 34 months. Thanks, guys. How has it gone the last week? It's coming together. It's a non-zero level of functioning. It is a huge chaos. Huge chaos, but like it's all the important things are getting done one at a time. I've just never had so many things to do in my life. I have it's hard. The thing I'm struggling with right now is just prioritizing because I literally have 1,000 things to do. And I know I cannot do them all right now and I don't need to do them all right now. But like figuring out where to start is like weirdly paralyzing. I keep just wandering around getting distracted being like, oh, I should put this away. Oh, I should do this thing. I should figure out this thing. Hang on, I need to do this. Yeah, but there's a Miss Kira. She made it. I was so worried. Here, I'm gonna do today's stream content. I'm so pleased this is turned on. I wasn't sure. Today's stream content, I'm gonna do weeklies and stuff because I haven't done any of those yet. I have barely been online. I did manage to make it online for one of my raid nights, and then I did some keys last night. But I haven't done just like regular like world questing and stuff. And I'm like completely unmoored in time. I have no idea what week it is, and I'm pretty sure I need to do some of this stuff. So let's head to Koresh and just kind of noodle for a little while. I'm going to get myself into Shadow Spec. But yeah, I was worried about Miss Kira because it's a new place. It's bigger. It's different. I didn't know how mapping was going to go. And also it's a mess still. So you got a lot of boxes to walk around and you're blind. And I'm so sorry. And I thought she was going to hide for like days. But she pretty much like as soon as I let her out of the bathroom that I was keeping her in while the movers were unloading stuff. Like the movers left. Also thank God for movers. The movers left. And I let her out. And she was like, oh. Thank you for letting me into my house. I'm going to take a look around. See you later. And she just started walking around like she owns the place. She's found her food and her water and her box, and she seems more comfortable than I am, so that's nice. Shout out to Miss Kira for being a big trooper. Moose is also having a ball. Okay, do I need to pick that one up? I feel like I picked up World Soul, unless there's another one. Well, it's still showing on my map. But I definitely picked it up, so I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably just broken. Little C2222, thanks for the bits, appreciate it. True like Wow Patches, she found you. She's been using me to kind of echolocate her way around. Like if she's ever not sure where she wants to go, she just listens for me and she finds me and follows me around, which is a fantastic strategy. I'm going to Koresh, which I'm pretty sure we get to this way. How far did you move? Little ways. Longer than 5 minutes and shorter than 4 hours. Drive-wise, anyway. Let's see. We're going to go to Koresh. Is it quieter? And did Mr. Moose meet new dog friends? It is quieter. It's different sounds. So it's less city sounds and it's more country sounds. So there's ravens. They're loud and I love them. And there's also like, you know, people like working on their lawns and stuff, which is going to be me next year. I figure out what the heck I'm doing. Has Moose found any quality branches in his new yard? He has been doing nothing but seeking out branches and shredding them. He has been, for better or for worse, chipping any sticks that he can find in the yard. He's having an absolute blast. He's so pleased. So it's the same post office that you go to for the dungeon, and it's a door that you don't click on. Oh no, they've opened it. Maybe it was always open, perhaps. Who knows? I found it ironic that you missed the introduction of player housing because you closed in an IRL house. Well, it's not playable yet, right? Like they just, I don't know what they did at Gamescom, but I'm assuming I didn't miss much. I guess maybe I missed a lot. I don't know. I've been busy. How old is Kira now? She's 11. She is 11. Neighbors within walking distance thinking you're retreating into the woods. Yeah, there's definitely neighbors within walking distance. I can't afford that much land. And 42, thank you for the 46-month resub. Congrats in the new house. Very happy for you. Enjoy it well. Thank you. I'm so overwhelmed. There's so many new things to figure out. And also just like unpacking and updating the address. And I got to get the old place closed out. I have it until the end of the month. And I need to go back and like get it cleaned up. And like we kind of ran out of time while we were packing. So we got all of our stuff out of there. But there's still like food in the fridge I need to go back and like get rid of and get the place cleaned so I can turn the keys over and stuff. So I'm trying to like juggle 2 trash schedules in my head. I'll be happy when that's over. But I'm just happy that like our stuff's made it here and like the movers got everything and like we kind of made that deadline because I wasn't sure. Oh, that's right. We're taking mail 2 places. That's right. This is the world quest where the icon moves and makes me crazy. So that's Kaivesa. I want to deliver the mail. Actually, can I do a Dark Flame Left follower dungeon? Will that count for this quest? I bet you it will. That'll be kind of fun. Maybe I should just heal and let the NPCs do it. Nah, I should DPS. Dark Flame Cleft. Did you see the news about transmog changes? More than I dared wish for. I saw that they're going to let you mog to a slot rather than to a piece of armor. So you don't have to, especially nice if you're one of those people that just wears one set all the time. You don't have to keep updating it. I heard that. What did I do? We watched the show and then we watched the gameplay trailer. But then I pretty much had to start tearing stuff down. When I was packing on that last stream, that wasn't a skit. I had to go. So I didn't really get to like dig through all the coverage or anything, and I haven't done a news video yet. I want to try and maybe do like a little highlights thing today, but also I don't know what the news has been, and my life is still a mess, so it might just be like a 2-minute apology / recap. Gamescom has been kind of awful, almost nothing live, just VODs. Oh, I am weirdly perversely pleased to hear that, just because I've been so busy, and if it had been super amazing, I would have felt sad because I missed it. So it was nice for them to wait for me to do anything really cool. How come Dornagal looks like Valdrakken? It's a good question. She's moved with you before. She has. Supposed to not cost gold to remog. It should cost gold to change your mog though, right? Just like it doesn't cost anything to like. I guess I shouldn't be arguing. I have no idea what's going on. Would have been funny if there was void dogs chasing you trying to bite your ankle while delivering the mail. Hype chest. Let's see. What is a hype chest? What is going on? I don't know what that is. Milliana Green, thank you for the 55-month resub. Appreciate it. How's the internet speed? Good enough, apparently. Stream's on. Stream's working. Don't have any dropped frames. And honestly, I haven't even run an Ethernet cable to my PC yet. I'm literally on Wi-Fi. Which is not something I normally do. I'm normally like tripping over Ethernets, but I'm kind of tripping over enough things right now. So I thought, let's just try it on Wi-Fi and find out if it works. And it seems fine. So we're going to just not mess with it for the moment. Reported to be free, but misunderstood. Pay gold for slots. Don't pay gold when you switch armor pieces. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mog per slot, outfits can automatically change based on circumstances. I did see that. I saw that briefly. That sounds really cool. New PC gear will not cost gold to keep the same look. Yeah. We're all on the same page. Webcam is giving James what? Oh, it's just I just don't have my lights set up yet. You have to be nice. It's the law. I know you said not to complain, but I'm taking it personally. I had the hardest time not being like trying to stay like keep a good attitude through this past week. I've done okay. I haven't yelled at anybody, I don't think. But it's been really hard to like be upbeat this week because I haven't been sleeping. We weren't eating properly. We were like missing meals and trying to make them up later. You know, there's like 10,000 things to do and keep track of, and all of it's very important and all of it's very dire. It was just a lot. I wasn't doing great. I'd be having a crash. I'm just pleased that this is on and that I'm here vaguely on time. I wasn't sure I was going to make Saturday. I was thinking about canceling it to give me another day to try to like unpack. But I think I realized that I could take infinite days to unpack. The best thing to do, I think, is just to get the bare minimum working. Like, you guys can hear me, you can see me, and then we can improve on it over time. I am still in Canada. I have not left Vancouver Island. I'm still on Vancouver Island. I didn't move any like planes or trains or ferries away or anything. Fun surprise. Make sure you have time to decompress. Hey Hazel, how is it going? Hello Angela, it's going all right. How are you doing? Dog, thanks for the 12-month resub. Appreciate it. Happy 1 year. House, yeah. Don't get me wrong, life is chaos but we're starting to get comfier. Like, we're starting to find food. We're starting to sleep a little more regularly. We're kind of getting settled in a little bit. I love it so much. I love it so much. Even the things that are like wrong with it, I love it anyway because it's mine. There's like a shower that like fully does not work, and I'm like, it's mine. That's my broken shower. I'll fix it eventually. I don't know. Later me problem. Right now there's a spider that lives there. We shall call him Hank. I'm just having so much fun. Streaming the cat in your lap. Things can't be too awfully bad, right? I should maybe do the yeah. I was gonna say I should do the angle so that you guys can. Ow, kitty! I need to do your nails. I haven't unpacked your nail clippers yet. I haven't unpacked a lot of things. Pretty much my whole home looks like the box maze that you saw in here. How was the move? Not too bad. Movers were really clutch. I knew there was no chance I was going to do it without them, but while they were moving everything, I was so relieved that they were doing it and I was not. I budgeted to make sure that I could have movers. And honestly, in the scheme of all of the things, all of the fees, and all of the costs that are associated with closing on a house purchase and actually moving, the moving fee was like the one I feel like money very well spent. They're like dealing with my couch and my enormous pile of boxes and like figuring out how to move things that I had no plans for, so I had just left in like an awkward pile of I don't know what to do about this, and they dealt with all of it. They got it all in here. It didn't take very long. They were fantastic. And I will never, ever, ever... Well, hopefully I never move again. I would like to get old and die here. I'm happy. I'm staying. But if I ever do move again, I will not do it without movers because holy moly, was that convenient. It was like uncomfortable because I'm shy and I was like, oh man, I haven't been able to shower because like all my stuff is packed. I feel like I stink. I've got like a crying cat on my lap. I've got like a dog who's like doing endless walks around the block while they load up this truck. Like, there's just, like, the waiting around was surprisingly hard because I just wanted to get going. But obviously they have to, like, load up the truck and it takes a while because it's a lot of garbage. But, oh boy, glad that was handled. How are the pets? They're doing good. They're settling in. They're doing pretty good. We all kind of got a little out of sorts. But everybody's eating, everybody's drinking, everybody's bathroom normal. Which is good. That's kind of like my baseline level of, okay, we're all sustaining. Barbara made it. I don't know if you guys remember, I had a fish that I was telling you about. You haven't met her, but I have a little fish that I'm pretty sure is like near the end of her natural lifespan because the rest of her brethren I bought with her died like a while ago. She's the last of her kind, and I've just been kind of letting her complete her life before I get any other fish for that tank because it feels mean to rush her along or give her new roommates. So she's kind of living large in a 10-gallon tank. She's one cherry barb. And I was like, there's no way she survives this move because, like, I'm going to have to, on top of everything else, move this aquarium, move the filter, move this fish, move this snail. So I did it on the day that we went to get the keys because we had to come up to get the keys and then come back and then go up again on moving day. And I figured I was going to move the fish on keys day just to kind of have one less thing to deal with on moving day when I was like juggling the cat and the dog. And I was like, there's no way that she's going to make it because she's elderly. She's been alone for ages. She's like, I'm going to basically move her in a third of a bucket full of water with her filter just kind of floating around in there. I don't have any way to temperature control it. I don't know what the water's like up there really. I'm just going to temperature match it and chlorine treat it. And then maybe do like a slight pH acclimation and then otherwise just like have at it. Good luck. And she's great. She's doing great. I thought it was like, I show up here on moving day because she'd spent the night here. And I was like, I wonder if Barb's alive. And I look at her tank and she's just thriving. And I'm like, wow, that's a really good omen. Way to go, Barb. How could we forget Barbara? Look so bad. Thank you for the 29-month Risa. Appreciate it. How did my tank die? This is a follower dungeon. These are robots. Like, I'm not even the robot healer. This is Krenna Earth Daughter's problem. I don't remember which one is which, to be honest with you. Are we not allowed to do this until until Captain Garrett? No, we can't. All right. Well, it might be better. It might be better. It turns on, which is good. Water's running, power's running. I haven't tripped a breaker yet, which is impressive because the electric's kind of old. Computer turns on. There's a few things that definitely need like immediate attention. We have no AC and we're in a heat wave, so we've been doing our very best to cool the place down at night and then seal it up. I didn't really have like a lot of curtains or drapery, so I've been like tacking things up on the wall to like block the windows to keep the sun out so it doesn't cook too much in here. We also have no heat, but that's kind of not a problem right now because of the heat wave. I'm just going to have to deal with that before winter because you don't want like your pipes bursting and stuff. But you got to see the potential in a place. You can't get hung up on stuff like, does it have heat? You have to be like, can I get in? Does it leak? It's not that much of a fixer-upper. I know I'm saying there's broken things, but like who doesn't have problems? So how's your week been? What have you guys been up to? Oh man. Did you get your mom? No, not yet. I've literally been to 3 different stores that had it and I was like, I'm not ready to pull this trigger yet. We like went to a bunch of the stores around town. And we went to the nearest town and we kind of like went and looked at like the sort of the main like hardware stores and general stores and stuff. And I was just like walking every aisle trying to like mentally memorize all of the things available in case I needed to go back to get something. Cause there's always like weird things that you need. I brought a lot of stuff with me, but I still needed weird things like a cutlery insert tray for a drawer, which was strangely hard to find, but I did get one. I was trying to just like memorize like what was available so I know where to look when I need stuff going forward. Oh yeah, and I was at different stores that had them up, but I wasn't ready for it yet because honestly, I'm not ready to start mopping yet. I want to wait for that until I've actually got like more stuff unpacked because right now my floor is covered in boxes. I want to get everything unpacked and then I want to get everything clean. But it was pretty clean when we moved in. It's just getting dirtier because we're all of the unpacking and stuff. You're wearing a hoodie. Well, that's because I got it as cold as I could in the house last night and it's still only 9 in the morning. It's chilly. I'm chilly. Okay, we did the Dark Flame Cleft. Wow. Thanks, robots. Can't believe Race to World First is still going. Sure you haven't kept up. I've heard little bits and pieces because I got on last night to do keys with my friends and they were all watching the race. Like during our key, we were doing a 10 key and they're all like, oh man, this is a really good pull. And I'm like, what do you mean? We're like running to the next pack. And then I realized they were talking about liquid. Guys, please. But it was fine. We did a ecodome, so I have a portal now. Wow. Race is crazy close. That's fun. Can't just mop over the boxes. I am in a new house now. Got word my internship starts September. Oh, that's exciting. Congratulations. Oh, that's a nice thing for you to do for your sister. Sun Chef chatting in the liquid stream. Jeff gets around. We are. Am I the smallest streamer that you watch? Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to know. I don't know what answer I'm looking for there. Let's just go back to Dornigal and turn that in. You know, we did a thing. Let's turn it in and see how we feel. Is this the Dornigal portal? No. This just takes us upstairs. There is a Dornigal. There's 2 Dornigal portals. Because there's one in the Delve room and then there's one over here. The answer is no. All right. Last time we had a race this long with Sepulcher, they must be exhausted. They're on Dimensius, I heard. I heard that they're working on the last one and that they're like... I thought that they were going to kill it last night, but I guess not. Envious on people with Midnight already. Need to save more money, but the mounts are so nice. Oh, the pre-orders. I haven't done my pre-order yet. I heard that they were available. I have some BNet balance saved up. I feel like I need to buy another token if I want to do it just with tokens. Over 300 pulls now. Don't go higher than 7 keys because of social anxiety, so I find your streak admirable. Oh, thanks. I don't pug keys if I can avoid it because of my social anxiety. I'm lucky to have a great group of friends. All right, give me Koresh Trust. Yeah. Do I have anything cool? I got my cloak leveled up too, so I'm rank 5 now, so I can find more treasures in Koresh, so that'll be good. I know at least one person I watch is 5'6", so you aren't the smallest. Not small streamer, just petite. I used to be weirdly insecure that I couldn't shop at the petite clothes section because I thought it meant I wasn't small enough, and then I realized that I'm dumb and I'm just too tall for petite clothes. They're not just for skinny people, they're for tiny people. And I had some weird insecurities in the 2000s. How was your move? Hello, Neville. It was good. I want to say it was good. Everything's working. There have been no disasters, which I think is the bar for a move. Like, it's been really stressful and it's been very hard, but like, I think that we're doing great. I think we're killing it. Stream is on the day that I said it would be back, so that's exciting. Pleased with that. Stream is slightly loading here and there. Don't know if it's my end or yours. I have dropped like 2% frames. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Were you here yesterday when he said you sound like an owl? I was not here. Who said I sound like an owl? Why am I flattered? That's kind of a compliment. What is the blue orb? I don't know. I don't know. Is it my Reshi wraps? I don't know. I can't get rid of it. Is it my trinket? It's not my signet. Is it my Nexus King's command? Oh, it might be my Nexus King's command. Hang on, let me heal myself. Yes, that's what it is. It's my Nexus King's command trinket. I was wrong when I thought you would not be here today. Oh, kitty, careful. You bonk your head. Less broke right now than usual. Had some Blizzard bells. Good time to do a pre-order. There is a Hearthstone streamer I like and a few very niche WoW streams much smaller than you. Really like small streams. You said it. Whoo. The debuff is from my Nexus King's command. So it marks people in your party, or if you have no party, just yourself, with this oath. And when you heal the oath target, it will consume the oath, give you an int buff, as well as a little absorber damage reduction or something on the person that you healed. Shields them for overhealing done. I assume you didn't raid this week. I actually raided one night. Literally, on moving day, I managed to get enough stuff plugged in to show up to raid for heroic progression. I missed clear because that would have been fun. I missed clear, but I managed to show up for the second raid night on Thursday for heroic progression. And I was like nodding off at my desk healing it, but I was like, we can do it. And we did kill a boss. I was so lost in the raid though. I needed summons everywhere. I was just running around like a chicken. I was not accomplishing much navigationally, but we did kill a new boss. We killed Heroic Forge Weaver. No, we didn't. We killed Heroic, the one with all the ads in jars. Blanking right now. We killed that one on Heroic, and that was our progression boss. And then we were progressing Forge Weaver, but we didn't quite get it. That's what happened. Okay, I want to do world quests out here. I'm delivering mail. Let's work on that for a little while. Let's work on the mail delivery quest. So maybe I should port around a little bit and deliver some mail. You're still top in the healing meters. Are you looking at my logs? Also, thank you so much. I'm glad that I was able to heal. I wasn't sure if we were going to need me to heal. And I'm glad that we did because I was not doing very well on Shadow. I did Shadow for a little bit, and I'm glad we swapped me to healing because I'm a much better healer than I am a Shadow Priest at this particular moment in time. Let's go up here. There's definitely mail up there. Like streamers where the chat isn't flying a million miles a minute. I like having a chat that's actually usable. I do enjoy like a nice spammy meme culture, but I'm kind of glad it's not my stream because I like actually talking to you guys, and it takes me a while sometimes to like finish a thought and look in chat for the next thing, and I want like a chance of finding what we're talking about here. Have you felt Heroic much harder this tier? I couldn't tell you. I've been way too fried. I was barely conscious when I was reading the other night. I was just happy to be, you know, sitting up straight-ish. Not asleep. I have no idea. Welcome back. Hope the move went well. Thank you. Killed Demenzius and Normal with a pug yesterday. Nice. Darabellia, thank you for the 12-month resub. Happy 1 year. Did I turn in the... I did. Wow. I don't remember doing it, but I must have done. Hosa's Rest. Okay, so I'm going to port to that one. All right, we're doing it. This world quest, I remember I was doing this on stream last week, and it made me livid because I was so confused. I was so confused as to why the world quest marker was, like, all over the zone. But we're doing it. I've learned now. Up to this one. Did you pull a liquid and bench your melee DPS? Couldn't tell you. Don't think so, though. We're not that serious of a guild. We are like a medium. We're just having fun, man. We're not benching anybody for any reason, I don't think, unless it's like actually unkillable, like long term. And right now we're still getting like lots of power, so progression will happen as power kicks in. Made the markers better for this one. Did I turn in? I think I'm starting to do a different world quest, which is fine. I need to do lots of them. A few jumping puzzles that are enabled this week. Oh, interesting. Mail turning, get close to the drop-off point. Yeah, that's probably why it's happening without me noticing. I think this one I still need to get a little closer. I think it's maybe a little bit more. I think you also have to be not in phase space, which is confusing because you're using phase space to like teleport there. I think if I exit phase space, then I'll be able to turn it in. But also, I want to be in phase space because I want to do this world quest. Is this home? I did buy it. I did. I am a brand new homeowner. I was a first-time home buyer, and now I'm a first-time homeowner, and I'm so clueless. I know nothing. I'm like walking around looking at stuff, being like, I'm gonna have to figure out something to do about that. A lot of it is just stuff I don't like have equipment for. Like the sellers left a note being like, try to clean out the gutters before it rains, because the birds like to stash like pine cones and stuff in there, so you kind of got to get up there and just muck it out. So they work, which is great, sounds good, except I don't have a ladder. And ladders are kind of expensive. So we're just, I mean, it's not the rainy season right now. I've got a little bit of time to figure this out. But yeah, just lots of little things like that I'm gonna need to just kind of like figure out how I'm gonna go about handling. But I've only been here for like a day, so, you know, baby steps. Woohoo! That hurts. Do I want to not be in that? Maybe that's his mechanic. I wasn't really meant to pull this. You're a great WoW teacher. If I can't afford a ladder, I highly doubt that I can afford gutter guards. I feel like they're expensive. My budget right now is about $10 and some elbow grease. I just bought a house. I am broke. And I am trying to really stay within budget for a little while because I'm expecting there to be emergencies. And I want to be able to deal with those if anything like expensive busts in the first couple of months. Use your levitation. It'll be fine, right? Get someone else to clean your gutters. Again, $20 elbow grease. That's the budget right now. We're making it work day by day. We're balling on a big budget here, and not a big budget. We're big balling on a little budget. Neighbors will help. How do you know? I haven't even spoken with them yet. No one's made eye contact with me. I've been like waiting for a convenient time to introduce myself. Hasn't happened yet. Maybe eventually. Not in a big hurry. Just trying to get my feet settled. Yeah, make friends. I'll get right on that. Don't get me wrong, it's a great idea. It's just something I don't have the bandwidth for right now. I'm also not somebody who's very socially aware. So I don't want to bother anybody because it's entirely possible I end up stepping on toes or like not understanding something. So I'd rather take it easy so I don't like make any enemies right away. Has Moose made any friends yet? Moose loves his yard. We have not made any friends yet. We've been here for like a day. Like we're real fresh into this. I just got set up. Did I finish the other one? I did. There we go. Okay, so we're going to the Oasis next. So I think I'm going to rephase so that I can get into the teleport. Check to see if your government has any assistance programs. You guys are way ahead of me. I appreciate the help. Let's just not worry about it though. Don't worry about it too hard. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not looking for answers. We're in survival mode right now. Moose makes you friends. That's how it works. No. Besides, we're gonna need a ladder at some point. I'm just gonna have to figure out what I want and how to get it. Oh, there's weeklies over here. That's right. Check for a city tool library. Moose could finally live out his dreams of being a beaver. He's been so pleased just being able to like be off leash, like running around a yard, like kind of morning and evening. He's just been tickled absolutely pink. Okay, so that's the mail. Let's do the Hoses Rest mail. And then we'll pick another thing to do. Didn't use them, always wanted to do everything myself without bothering other people. I also want to learn to be very self-sufficient. And we will. We have time. One thing at a time. He did actually Moose did start to dig a hole in my yard. I'm gonna have to buy a shovel or something. I tried to fill it in with my foot as best as I could for now. He was having mega zoomies. Kara's doing good. She was on stream earlier. She's doing really good. She's arguably doing better than me. She's walking around like she owns the place. Like she bought it and maybe she'll let me live here. She's doing great. She did not love the drive. I won't lie to you. She was hating the drive. She had a very bad time. She was mad. She had pretty much every variety of bodily fluid accident and bodily solid accident that you can have in a cat carrier happened on the way up, and then I was trying to like clean her up as best as I could while the movers were unloading. So that part sucked, but we got through that. She got settled. She's doing good. Okay, let's pick another world quest to do, huh? Help out at the docks? Let's do that. One thing at a time. I love world quests because aside from the mail thing, they're usually pretty good to do on autopilot. One thing at a time. Never skip relaxing from time to time. We just got set up. It's not like where it's going to go yet because I don't know where anything's going to go yet. But my couch, I found a spot for the couch and like the TV, and I got like on the Wi-Fi so I could put up like YouTube or whatever. So I can watch cat videos while I like eat my cereal. And that helped so much because I feel like it let my brain turn off long enough for my body to realize it was tired. And I've actually been able to start sleeping better since I started doing that. It's kind of like the opposite of the usual advice. Usually if you want good sleep, they tell you to get off screens. But I just wanted to eat in front of the TV, and I felt really nice to get that set up. Don't forget Ecodome, chance at a mount from the box there. Don't worry about me forgetting anything. If I'm gonna forget it, I'm gonna forget it one way or another. Is he gonna have to be blocked from digging under the fence? Maybe. Oh man, I need to do so much unpacking. It's driving me nuts to not be unpacked, even though I know I haven't been here that long. I just want to get everything like put away, even if it's not into like a permanent spot, just like sort of semi. And then I've got a lot of boxes to get rid of. Oh, I did my world quest. Wow. That's 50 trust rep for me. This is a phase diving one. It's gonna 1,000 gold. I need 1,000 gold. I have 600 gold on me. I've been I've been struggling to maintain gold equilibrium because I've been not really doing any like weeklies or anything, and I've been showing up to like Raid and Mythic Plus, and I keep needing like flasks and food and stuff. Okay, let's see. Once this is all done and you have more than $20 in elbow grease, first thing you want to renovate. That's hard. I have kind of like an ongoing list. And what I need to do is write down my ongoing list so it's not in my head and it's on paper somewhere. And then I need to like just live and see how much things bother me, because there's a lot of things that I could do. And I think the question is like, I don't think I'm going to know what is actually going to matter to me until I've like spent more time in it. Like there's some painting I want to do, but the longer I look at the existing paint, the more I'm like, you know what? It's kind of cute. This is fine. I don't need to mess with this right now. And since last week, ended up with a new favorite author. Oh, nice. Want all the books. If Moose is anything like my friend's German Shepherd, he'll be a diehard enthusiast and work to turn your backyard into a recreation for dude. How do you keep a kitty from chewing on your stuff? I don't. I kind of let her destroy things. When she was a baby, I would redirect her. I would find something that was more appropriate for her to like chew or scratch on or whatever it was. And then I would like, whenever she was on something that she wasn't supposed to be, I would literally like pick her up and put her on the thing that I wanted her to destroy, like the scratching post or whatever. She didn't really chew on things, did she? She was more of a scratcher. But yeah, I've accepted to some degree that I just am not going to have nice things. Oh, congrats, the new place. Thanks. I've tried that still. Does it? Welcome to your life. There may be more thorough cat behavioral solutions. Oh, hey, and rare. But I have really found a lot of peace by lowering my standards. Are you in heaven? Yeah. Whoa, rare time. Oh, am I going to get that thing? Oh, I'm not. I will say for the redirection, it definitely took like 1,000 times. Like it was not like I do this 3 times and then she's better. It was like over the course of 2 years, I scooch her a bunch and then she gives up kind of thing. Like it's kind of a persistence game. One of our cats chewing on cords, had to put the cables in those plastic conduit sheaths until he grew out of it. Yeah. For a while when Moose was chewing on cables, we were hot saucing them. We would put like a tiny bit of like Tabasco on the cable. Not a lot, obviously, because it's not good for him to eat in large quantities, but just to like kind of deter him a little bit. And it sort of worked, but then he sort of was like, ooh, I could eat this. And we're like, oh God, okay. Now he wants hot sauce. I've just made them seasoned. It worked for a little bit. What is this? Maw of the Sands. Is it up? If you redirect the home digging, he can give you a very imperfect golf course. Apparently we had a gray fox and a skunk peacefully coexisting. Oh, foraging on fallen birdseed. Am I going to post a vid? I am going to try and post something, but I am super out of the loop because I've been moving. I only just got back online. You guys probably know way more than I do. I just moved house, so my life's a huge mess right now. Yeah, it gets hot sauce that's hot enough that it melts the cable. Currents, thank you very much for the 41-month resub. The quest to find the cat's least favorite hot sauce begins. How will you deal with Moose? Are you going to have animals? I don't know. You're asking a lot of questions that I haven't figured out yet. I've been talking to my partner about that too, because he's like, oh, what are we going to do about this? And I'm like, later me problem. Later me problem. Later me problem. With all due respect, later me problem. I don't think I can do this by myself. Maybe I can. I don't know. We'll find out. It kind of hurts though. There's somebody else. Huge elk a few days back. Ooh, cool. What is the name of the goat you're getting? Gertrude. Gertrude the goat. I'm not getting a goat, but if I did get a goat, I would name her Gertrude. I love being a priest because whenever someone else shows up, I can fade. and kind of pass the buck a little bit with being like, listen, I've tanked this for a little bit. Your turn. Nice. There we go. Yeah, you kind of have to get a go. I think that I'm not gonna have to worry about my lawn for a little bit because it's in a drought, so I'm not allowed to water it. So I don't think it's gonna grow because it's pretty dry. Chickens in a teacup, big happy you're back. It was my turn. I was the pally with you. Oh, thanks. Here, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. 4 above. Thanks. What's this one? Escaped creatures. Yeah, okay. I think I can be out of face space for that one. Dracaress, thank you very much for the 15-month resub. Appreciate it. Oh, man. I want to do everything. I want to set up everything. I want to unpack everything. Because I'm going to figure out lighting in here. I haven't managed to put up any shades yet. I'm going to need a curtain rod. I'm going to need to do some measuring. I haven't bought a drill yet. Like, I'm really kind of making it work. But yeah, I want to do some setup. I want to make this setup look better. Although I'm happy that it's online. I sound okay, yeah. I don't, sorry, I know my chat's kind of on the far side of my camera right now because I didn't get my third monitor set up yet. Fake it till you make it sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy it's like online. I feel like we're doing good at prioritizing like what needs to happen for the bare minimum functionality. Like, what do we need to unpack so we can shower? What do we need to do so we can go to bed? What do we need to do so we can sleep? How do we get the animals kind of like on a baby routine? And then past that, we just kind of do like one project at a time. Like last night at 9 p.m., we tried to unpack just enough things to like make craft dinner. We got like our first grocery run done. And I was like, okay, what do I need for craft dinner? Where is the colander? That kind of thing. You sound great. Wow. Well, that's a good sign because it still sounds echoey to me. I haven't put up anything in here except for there's one rug down, but I've got a lot more stuff to put up. So if it sounds good already, that's a really good sign. I've got like stacks of acoustic foam I haven't even installed yet. Honestly, impressively good quality for being run in hopes and dreams. Also, it doesn't look like we're dropping any more frames, so I think the internet's keeping up with it. It'll be better when I get it hardwired, but I'm not gonna stress about it yet because I don't want to be running cables I can trip on. Ooh, long term, one day when I get set up, I would love to set up a robo vacuum. I think this place would work really well with one, and I think it would help me stay on top of the dog hair because otherwise it's everywhere. It's everywhere all the time. Oh, thanks for the bits. I am happy. I'm so happy. I can tell that like underneath all of like the stress and the trying to figure everything out and the feeling kind of overwhelmed and exhausted, I love it here. I love it here. It feels like it was made just for me. It feels like it was a custom place sent from heaven for me. Love my Robo Vacuum. Her name is Rosie. 10 out of 10. Recommend Robo Vacuum. Because, like, don't get me wrong. I still want to, like, do regular vacuuming and mopping and stuff. I just want something eventually. And, like I said, later me problem because budget, $10 elbow grease. But I want something that will help kind of keep just, like, the... Because my dog sheds a lot. He sheds a lot. After about 12 to 20 hours, there is a thin, visible layer of dog hair over everything. And I just want to kind of help keep that under control. I did buy a house. Depending on the dog, the hair battle is GG. We've accepted we're not winning. Yeah, I want to try a little harder in this place than I did in the last one. Although it's bigger, so obviously it's going to be a little bit harder. I have more room to lose things in now. I feel like I'm doing a lot of walking, being like, okay, I put my water cup down somewhere. Which room is it in? And I'm like going into all the rooms and like doing laps, trying to like find it in amongst all the stuff. I have not pre-ordered Midnight already. I might wait until I have the gold to do it with BattleNet Balance, to be honest with you. I'm trying to be very on a budget. Feel at home in a house you own? Yeah. It feels nice to know that all of these problems are my problems because, like, yeah, I'm responsible for dealing with them, and I'm going to, and I've dealt with some stuff already. But just, like, you know, it's kind of up to me how I want to tackle it, you know? Like, I don't have to involve other people if I don't want to. I can try and fix things myself. I can try and learn about things. I can figure out, am I going to hire somebody? Who am I going to hire? When is it going to happen? You know, it's not like a situation where your building tells you, oh, hey, we're doing construction for 13 weeks starting tomorrow. Good luck kind of thing. Like, I have a lot more control over how things go. which is exciting. I'm sure it's going to be stressful, but I'm the kind of person that hated putting in maintenance requests anyways. I know a lot of people like renting because they can just tell their landlord to fix things, but I always hated doing that. Just because my anxiety of like getting a hold of like property management and then like trying to arrange for them to come by, and then like, you know, like their windows were usually like really strange sometimes depending on where you lived. Like it's just so much nicer to be able to kind of deal with things myself and not worry about like, oh man, are they gonna be mad that I like touched this thing? I have access to things like water shutoffs now. I have access to like electric shutoffs. I can, like, I'm gonna have to learn a lot, but it's all up to me. They said millennials will never own their house. Listen, I don't know if we're the rule. I think we're the exception. I think I'm giga lucky. Ready to move in? You've been chipping away doing stuff before the move. Little column A, little column B, except that I basically moved in the moment I got the keys. Like the day after I got the keys, I moved in. Some people might have wanted to do more stuff to it. There's definitely some things that don't work. We don't have heat, we don't have air AC, and we don't have one of the showers like fully does not work. But we have running water and we have electricity. The doors and windows all like open and close and stuff, so that's good. And we're just gonna kind of like do it live, I think is my feeling. I didn't want to try and make things perfect. I didn't want to bother with painting. I didn't want to bother with any really repairs until I'd kind of lived with stuff and gotten a feel for how I wanted. This fox is out foxing me. How I wanted to deal with stuff. Marmo, thank you very much for the 75-month resub. Appreciate it. Yeah. Morning, Hazel. Just got on. How's Moose and Kira doing? Welcome back. Good morning. Moose and Kira are good. They're both like wandering around. Like hi kitty, coming back in here. Speaking of the kitty cat. Do you hear your name? You want to come back on my lap? I know it's kind of cold right now, but it's going to be hot as, you know, orbs later. Hi. A little bit of a heat wave too, right as we're moving in, which is fun. Hi kitty, I need you. I'm chilly. I got my house cooled down last night. I've got lots of fans that work good, so I've been able to ventilate it kind of at night, like open the windows, fans, get the cold air in, and then seal it all and sort of like tack curtains up to kind of keep the light out. And that was actually doing pretty good. Yesterday it was it was hot yesterday outside, but it didn't get too bad indoors. Hi. Am I going to paint any walls a crazy color? Maybe. Hi. Oh, I got a set completed. Wow. That's actually kind of a sick set. Kind of not mad at that. What am I wearing right now? Nothing cool. Maybe I should wear that. Maybe without the helmet. Koreshi Outdoors. Yeah, love that. Let's get a different weapon. Any cool new ones? Yeah, that's the thing. 800 gold. Done. Thoughts on the Midnight trailer. It was cool. We watched it. We watched it live last week. Or not last week. It just feels like a year ago. Tuesday? What's today? Today's Saturday. We watched it on Tuesday on stream. And that was cool. I feel like it was kind of done a disservice by the fact that we waited around for 2 hours watching other game trailers and expected to get more. I think I was misunderstanding. And I thought they were going to talk about it more or show more than just the trailer. So it was a great trailer, but because my expectations were a bit confused about what was going to go on, I feel like that kind of tainted my reaction to it. There's been drama around the trailer. Oh, what's the drama like? Yeah, I am Pacific Northwest for sure. The event is not working. An event, definitely not the best way to relay info. I bet you they didn't have as much control over it because they had to do it through Gamescom instead of like a BlizzCon. And they probably aren't super happy with how that went either, but who knows? Who knows? Hi, kitty. Meow, how you doing? All of our expectations were confused. The two things that the elf eyes don't glow, and they say the jaw chin doesn't match the model in game. All right. I'm not going to tell other people what they can or cannot be mad about. I will say that I'm not concerned. on a list of things that are going to impact my life, the glowiness of elf eyes in a WoW trailer is really not going to ruin my day. I'm going, just for me personally, let's go up to the raid entrance kind of area. Let's do that. How will we ever survive this travesty, right? Hi. Lantern looked great. I don't know. That kind of smells of other garbage. Oh, I think it's fine. I really enjoyed the trailer. I would have enjoyed it more if I hadn't if it had been presented in a different format, but I thought it was good. Enter face diving. Oathbreaker does mirror. Yeah, okay, I can do this. There she is. Meow. Hi. Kitty says hi. Hazel, your own house? My own house? Hazelnutty HQ. I'm so happy. I was going to say I'm so tired, but honestly, I feel great. I slept from like midnight to 5 a.m., which is normally not a full night for me, but I feel alive. We're doing great. Big hell for us girlies without heart-shaped faces. How will we ever recover? People have gone a little too online sometimes. People have really taken the internet too far. Okay, mana falling from the skies. That's a good one. Also, any Orbeez out here? I'm going to check a couple Orbeez spawn points. There should be one kind of over by the raid entrance. And kind is your kitty? I have a tabby. She's a tabby too. Kitty is what we call, Miss Kira is what we call domestic short hair or standard issue cat. You know, casually known as regular. She's a regular cat. She's the best one though. Yeah, Model A. Love tabbies. Brown mackerel tabby, I think, is the name for her color. I want to call it a colorway, but I don't because that sounds like she's a little collectible, and she's my baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Do you love it here? She found a sunny spot like immediately, and she curled up in it, and she was like, "Yeah, I could get used to this," and it was so cute. I put a little story up on my Instagram the other day. Hi. I'm so happy that you're happy. I know you'll be happier when I finish unpacking and I can get all these box obstacles out of your way. Oh, I was here looking for Orbeez. Are there 2 Orbeez up? Yeah, there are. That's funny. I didn't know there would be doubles. The double. Yesterday. Short-haired tabby too. Great tabby. Aw. What's your kitty's name? This is Kira. Yesterday I was killing Demencius. The raid leader was death rolling 50k. He kept rolling lower and lower. There for lost 50k. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really play in a guild at death roll, so I don't really know how it works. But that sounds like doesn't sound like how it should work. Hazel HQ, let's go. Massive W. Saw that video. She definitely looked comfy. Did you see Moose on his 3 beds? We kind of had stacked up the beds just to put them in a corner for the moment while we like got arranged. And Moose was like, "Ah, my throne," and he like climbed on top of all 3 of them and went to sleep. It was very cute. So I'm going in here. 150k. Oh, you won the gold. Baby's called Louis. He is a demon, but he's orange. That's expected. I need to make some more lists and figure out what I'm doing next. Hope the move was smooth. Thank you. Not too bad. Not too bad. I definitely should have started packing earlier. I thought I was leaving myself enough time. I didn't really leave myself enough time, but I wasn't going to be able to sleep anyways. So it's not the end of the world that I had a couple of like really short sleep nights where I was basically like packing until super late and then from super early. Because it's like I was so excited / stressed that I couldn't sleep anyway. So it was like, well, I may as well just be packing because I'm not done yet and because I can't sleep regardless. So it's the schedule was a little bent. The schedule was kind of rough. I had a Red Bull to help me drive there because I was like, I have to do this drive. There's no choice. I must do this drive. And I have not slept very much and I want to do this as safely as possible with all my brain cells. I'm not an energy drink person, but hand me the Red Bull. We're cracking this open. Let's go. And we did that. And it worked. Drove safely. The movers beat us. The movers passed me in their moving truck. I drive like such a grandma. We were we were on the highway, and they were like, yeah, you're probably going to beat us there because, you know, there's like big hills, there's kind of like mountains in the way, we're not going to be able to like go super fast. And it's like, don't worry, I drive slow. And they literally passed me, like going around a corner, speeding. And I thought they were going to tip the truck. It was so funny. I was like, wait, is that my movers? It was. It was really funny. They were great. You see they're fixing nameplates? I didn't see that yet. That's very exciting. I think I've gotten myself kind of distracted. Let's get back to world quests. He hangs off my French doors. Meows loudly several times a day. Nice. Did it make you jittery? I was already jittery because I was on not very much sleep. I was running on adrenaline and dreams. So it was kind of, I don't think it affected my standard level of jittery. Boss timer's damage meter. Ooh. Did we know about the damage meter already? I can't remember if we knew about that before. Okay, we're collecting mana. Oh, this is the mana. I'm like, what are these orbs? But that's for the world quest. Don't mind the one above my head confusing me greatly. I should take off this trinket. Why? I can't fit. I can't hit it. I can't drive. I make myself motion sick. Goodness. Giving up on that one. They had mentioned the idea. Have they announced the way they're incentivizing visiting other players' houses? Do you want people to be incentivized to visit your house? What if I feel like it's kind of like in real life. Like if you want people to visit your house, you gotta like invite them over. I feel like if you haven't invited anybody over, you probably don't want them wandering in. Never had any of those energy drinks. Don't drink caffeine at all. Yeah, you're the smart one. You're definitely. I don't like doing it. I'm not really. I feel like it's drinking jet fuel and borrowing against your future. It's like making a deal with evil. It's like a bad investment. What am I doing now? Oh, I'm still in this. Oh, I'm barraging. Should I be doing that while I'm indoors? I don't think I should be calling it an airstrike while I'm in the building. Hi, kitty cat. You're so cute. You're so sweet. I was doing keys last night and she got up on my lap and she was just like hugging me around the tummy and it was so sweet and it was so nice. And I'm just happy that she's like finding me and stuff because I was a bit worried that she wouldn't be able to find us just because it's a slightly bigger place. It's not huge, but we were coming from like a 2-bedroom apartment, so definitely more room and more like twists and turns to get lost in. And I was a bit worried she was just going to be lost. But no, she finds me. She's all good. Do I drive like I skyride? No. I drive like I'm taking my driving test. I pretty much at all times. Maximum anxiety, maximum attention paying, full stops at stop signs, that kind of thing. This one, this button, there we go. I just think that some people take driving the 1,000-ton death trap a little too casually. And I also just I'm an anxious person in general, so it's not surprising that I approach driving like that. I think it's impressive that I drive. I think there was a universe in which I never learned. I didn't learn until I was 27, so I'm just happy that I'm on the road. How is Kira adjusting to the new environment? She's doing really good. She is doing really good. She has been eating, drinking. She found her box. She's wandering around like she owns the place. Be the driver everybody 2 hands the handle with. Is one button any good? I think it's fine. I think it's fine, which is kind of where it should be. I have no idea about builds that are specifically for it, though. Anxious drivers unite. Learn to drive on hostile streets. The mean streets of Portland. Kitty is the objective queen of the Nutty Mansion. That's true. Oh, I'm doing 2 world quests at once. That's why I'm confused. That's what's going on here. Oh, well, it's fine. If we finish this one, then the objective will go away. You live in Portland, Oregon? I used to. I live on Vancouver Island, Canada now. BC. I just moved out of Victoria. I can't believe I already moved to and then from Victoria, and I lived there for like 3.5 years. I can't believe how fast that went. It's a little bit unfair. I'm getting older. Husband thinks I'm anxious. Just drive with both hands on the wheel, which I feel like is normal. Yeah. Pleasantly surprised by your viewer numbers during the race. Oh. Now, don't tell me what they are as a general rule, but that's good. 12 to 15 people. Growing up. I did buy a house. That's pretty grown up. I have a mortgage. That's pretty grown up. I'm pretty happy with that. Don't open my eyes to the passage of time. Can't take it. Peak adulting. And as long as I pay the mortgage, they can't make me leave. No one can decide that, no, we're renovating these, or no, we're selling the building, or nope, like there's, like I'm feeling, don't get me wrong, it's expensive. It was expensive to buy a place, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about being locked in. Nipping at your heels in this rat race. Give time, finding a place. That's exciting. Somewhere between 10 people in the entire population of the planet. Yeah, that's perfect. It is mine. It's mine, and I love it so much. It's so cute. Even the stuff that's like kind of broken or busted or like old or like falling apart, and like, look at this cute. This is me, please. We got the important stuff nailed down. Oh my gosh, the sellers were so sweet. They drew a little mural. They like left me like a little like cheat sheet of like notes for like how to handle things. Stuff like keep an eye out for wildlife. They're like, there are bears and elk, so just, keep an eye out. Be cautious. So every time I let the dog out in the yard, I go out there first just to have a little scanner around, look-see, just to make sure I don't surprise any black bears. I haven't seen any yet, but it is a possibility. You have to be pretty careful with your trash management around here because you don't want to attract bears, and apparently it's quite easy to do that. So all of your trash and compost and everything has to be locked up, which is fine. I figured out how to do that. We're on board. I want to do these world quests now. Oh, there's a rare, though. Let's go to the rare. Mana Forge videos got me through normal pugs. Hope will get me through heroic soon. Thank you. Oh, nice. Take your time with things. Yeah. Yeah, there will be enough time for everything. Oh, so this is one of the warrant quests. So I can kill it, but, oh yeah. I'll have to do my warrant at some point. Well, I don't have to, but it would be nice to. This place has been standing for quite a few years before I got here. It's not going to fall over tomorrow. It was a really tiny thing. I know this doesn't say very much about anything, but I had like one of the toilets like was running for like way too long. Like it was taking like a really long time to fill. But I had read that book about how things in your house worked. And I had remembered, basically I like did something which I never would have done in the past, which is basically just take the top off the tank and have a look inside and kind of double check everything. And I managed to get it working again. It was a valve that wasn't sitting quite right, and I just tweaked it, and it's working great now. And I felt like $1 million. Because there was a time in my life when I would have been like, I don't know what to do. And I just kind of messed with it, and it works now. Wow. That's exciting. I feel like the universe is donating me easy wins just to kind of build my confidence a little bit. Literally, it was just the little valvey thing that was just like not, it was just like a little bit jammed. Easier to mess with stuff when it's yours. Yeah. Animal sightings will make great stories. There are families of ravens, and I'm so happy. I'll just listen to them or like watch them out my windows. Ooh, rare. Wow. Save money in your water bill. Yeah. I don't think it was gonna overflow levels of stuck. I think it was taking a really long time to fill to the water line because it wasn't letting the water in very quickly when it should have. Oh, I'm stupid. Oopsies. I exited face space and I didn't mean to. I think that was all that was going on. because I was like keeping an eye. I was like looking at it because I was like, is this going to leak? Because if it's going to do that, then I need to fix this. I don't want a busted water bill first thing. But it was just not filling quickly. But now it is. Wow, pictures, ravens. I'm not going to post any outdoor pictures. I don't think. Literally nothing outside the interior walls with windows closed. I'm just going to be super, super careful with all of that. Is this the new camera location? Nothing is in its permanent location. This is we just turned it on and we're working with it. I don't even know if my desk goes here. I'm just happy that I found enough stuff to get it plugged in. You're lucky there's a camera today. I was gonna stream with no camera because I was like not sure I was gonna find all of the connecting bits for it in time, but I managed to dig them out this morning. But yeah, I love ravens. They sound so cool. I had a magpie visit yesterday morning. Love the magpie colors. I'm not gonna post a picture of my toilet. Yeah, because I want to live here for a long time. So I think it's worth being just like really on the safe side of better safe than sorry when it comes to things like posting anything sort of locatable. Obviously, if somebody really wants to find you, they probably can. Law enforcement, etc. But just in terms of internet safety, I want to be like really, really, really careful just because the last thing I want is to eventually have like a doxing situation where I don't feel safe here anymore. So I'm going to be really annoying about that. And that's fine. Corgrass talent. Oh, can I loot this now? Because I got my Rushy Wraps upgraded. Let me see. Oh, see you later, kitty cat. Where is it? Use your DBM voiceover. It's great. Yeah, no, we'll be fine. Any stories that I'm telling with like details, sometimes I edit details a little bit. Like nothing like that changes the spirit of the story, but sometimes little things. Just to kind of, if you're ever like, man, that story doesn't add up, it's because it's not supposed to. Oh, cosmetic. Wow. Little dagger cosmetic. I like it here and I want to stay. Yeah, GeoGuessr players, exactly. Doesn't matter how much you think that something's not identifiable. There is somebody that has been by that particular thing, and it's like, oh yeah, I know what that is. I might be able to manage some garden pictures after I kind of make some big changes to the garden in areas that are like not accessible from the street, but that's a much later me problem. For now, I can just tell you guys stories. Rainbolt. What is Rainbolt? Looks beautiful where you are? Oh, thanks! I appreciate that. I have a lot more setup to do in this room. I think this is going to be the office room, though. I think I'm happy with this as the office. I think that I like the location in the house. I like the view out my window. Once I get my curtains up and my lights set up, I'm going to have to figure out if I can run my lights without tripping a breaker. That's going to be kind of an open question, but so far it seems fine. I'll also have to figure out where I'm going to put them, but I think I can fit like a... I think I can get it going. Posted a pic of my kitty in your Discord. I'll have to check that out soon. What am I doing in here? Okay, I was looting a treasure, and we did that, and we killed a rare, and we did that, and now we're fighting these guys and trying not to die. That's right. LED is pretty power efficient. Yeah, it's, I've got key lights. They're Elgato key lights, so I think they're LEDs? I don't know what the voltage is on them. I'm only running one PC here in this room. I'm not running two. But the wiring in this place is pretty old. It's not knob and tube, thank God. But updating the electric is something I'd like to do eventually. But I want to just kind of make it work for the moment and just keep an eye on things and make sure. I'm going to have to replace an outlet or two. Just to kind of get it closer to code. One of those things where people who can guess what chair you were on in the airplane from a landscape picture. Whoa. Tom Scott once challenged his viewers to determine where he was when he watched the solar eclipse in the US, and somehow multiple people identified a very rural road in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. Yeah. Yeah, you can't be too careful. Never underestimate. Never underestimate the internet. Holy moly. Yeah, I know. I watch a lot of like dog YouTube channels, and they'll post like their dog walks and their front doors and stuff. and like their local parks. And I'm like, you are brave. I cannot live like you. I hope that it does not bite you in the butt. And some of these people move pretty often. And as long as like you don't attract the attention of somebody who's out to ruin your life, you're probably fine. But like, I just can't deal with it. Oh, I did. Let's do that. Let's turn in the weekly. I think I can buy a new cosmetic. I'm just going to fly there. Oh, it feels so good to be back on stream. Every little piece of my routine that I piece back together feels like really nice. All right, so I get 7 coins, and I can buy whatever I want. I can buy whatever I want. How many coins do I have? 10? 11. Okay. I think I'm getting the other mount. I got the Karok, and I think we're getting the Void Creeper now. That's a toy. That's a toy. Toy. Bunch of little cheap toys. Couple of ensembles. Oh, those are cute. Very similar to what I have already, though, from questing, so I'm not too fussed about it. 1 acidic Void Creeper, please. And then, honestly, we can also get the Pinot. Baby! Cute. Nice. All right. 1 new mount and 1 new pet for me. What is it called? A acidic Void Creeper. Wow. Ever played GeoGuessr? I played WoW GeoGuessr. I can't do real GeoGuessr. I'm useless at it. Scared the bejesus out of the guy who owned the Discord when he challenged me, and after that he was careful about sharing info online. Yeah, the tricky thing about online is that once you've done something, it's pretty hard to get it back. It's impossible to fully get it back. But it's hard to contain stuff once it's out there. So that's some people give me a hard time about how paranoid I am, but I think that in this instance it is justified. As far as I know, nobody's stalking me, but you never know. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. That straddles the line between horrifying and kind of cute. Besides, I'm a gaming channel, so I can literally just stream from like indoor room game footage, and then like we're chilling. This is our bread and butter. Ugh. Yeah, happy about this. What do I want to do now? How am I doing on World Quest? There's a few more World Quests to do. We're almost done a couple of weeklies. We did our phase diving weekly. I want to do my Ecodome weeklies, but I want to finish World Quest first because I'm just kind of chipping through things in order here. So let's do that. Is the pet for your WoW house? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for player housing. Although I'm not ready for it yet. I need to get my real house unpacked before they give me my WoW house. I'm using an add-on called Waypoint UI to help modify my in-game waypoints. This is Waypoint UI. Sorry, I think I saw you ask that earlier and I got distracted. Not ready? Yeah, big not ready. Do I want to be in this void space? I don't think I do. Oh, Russian Orb. World boss. I should do it though. Let's do this world quest. Let's do this world quest. It's hard to be famous. Yeah, that's me. Super famous. Wish you great luck. After I bought mine, the water heater exploded and then the AC failed. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was so happy when the hot water turned on. I was like, wow, look at that. It worked. Somebody was yet to log into this patch. Am I committing too much self-sabotage? Because your fatigue from the FOMO has regressed you to Anniversary Classic. I think that if that's how you're feeling, that's 100% valid. I don't think you should make yourself play a game that is actively exhausting you just because you feel like you should. I think that if you are comfortable and you are decompressing and de-stressing and you're happy with playing Anniversary Classic, then you're doing it right. The whole point of games is to enjoy them. So if you're happy, you're done. You did it. Insanely bad luck with water heater. Fails constantly. Ooh. I was learning all about how they work and stuff. I have a book with lots of diagrams. Mine's been okay so far. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. New place? Yeah. New place. Is new house for me. And my husband. And my kitty. And my doggy. And my one fish. That's why I stopped doing Collector's Bounty. I was doing 50 plus a week for 2 weeks. Realized that I was going to burn out if I kept at it, so I stopped. Yeah, it's really smart. Me calling the fixer guy constantly. Please help. They're so dire to be over there. Hot water heaters heat water with heat. I think that's how it works. There's a few different types of them. You can have electric ones. You can have gas ones. You can have on-demand ones. You can have heat pump hot water heaters. And they all use slightly different techniques and setups to heat your water for you. Is it far away? A little bit. A little bit. It's not a drive I'm going to do casually. But it is a drive you can do in one day. I can make it there and back in one day. It's just not like my favorite thing to do. Love our heat on the demand water heater. I've heard varying tales. Some people really love them and some people don't. I was kind of eyeballing them. They look kind of nice. Although right now I'm not really using more water than I need to. Exciting. Yeah. It's really exciting. I have such horrific imposter syndrome. I keep walking around my yard being like, I feel like someone's going to ask me to leave. I know I bought the place and I'm in my yard, but I'm like looking at it being like, I wonder what that plant is. Or like, I wonder if someone's going to ask me to leave. Like, even though I bought it, it's my place. But I just have this like feeling of like, it just feels weird right now. Driving to the store, not your favorite thing to do. True. I will say that compared to driving in Victoria, I much prefer driving around here. I am much less stressed to kind of just like hop in the car and go pick something up compared to how it was in Victoria, because it's a lot more sane just in terms of like traffic patterns, things going on, pedestrians wandering into the street in the middle of traffic. Like it's a little bit more sane here. Don't get me wrong, Victoria's a perfectly reasonable place to drive, but there is the occasional little, especially depending on where you are, the occasional bout of chaos. And I'm sure there's chaos here too, but like it's a little bit more reasonable. So I don't mind it so much. Victoria, BC, Canada. There are a few Victorias. Has your mom come? No. As it turns out, my family are all vacationing in various places. Like none of them are around right now. Which is totally fine. I didn't need any help moving or anything, because I got movers set up and everything. I can't kill him because he's in phase space or something. I would love to tag the world boss. Isn't there like a teleporter that I can like use over here, I think? But yeah, I think over the next month or two, people will make it up here to see it. And that'll give me some time to like get settled in too. Because right now I'm like I am wearing an outfit that I managed to like crawl out of a box that like I had like I found a shirt that I had used to wrap up like a piece of electronics kind of thing. Like I'm not unpacked. Is Victoria named after someone famous? I believe it's Queen Victoria. In case that is a serious question. I can never quite tell when somebody is memeing. Just in case it's a serious question, I believe we're talking about Queen Victoria. Yeah, this boss they made specifically to prank me. They specifically were like, how can we stress out Hazel while she's really confused? Hazel, how is moving? Hi, out in the giant. Moving was all right. We made it. We survived. Everybody made it here. All of my stuff made it here. Nothing broke, which is kind of miraculous because I packed like a squirrel on stimulants and I did not pay for any moving insurance. The guy was like, hey, I forgot to ask, did you want the insurance? And I'm like, nah, if it breaks, I wasn't meant to have it. And nothing broke. Isn't that nice? Thanks, universe. Nothing have unpacked so far. I mean, all the major stuff like camera, computer, monitors, like that's the expensive stuff. Mind you, I moved my computers and monitors up myself. But again, packed like squirrel on stimulants, so like it's this is great. This is awesome. I'm gonna make it so cute one day. It might take a long time for me to get around to doing any cosmetic stuff, but I'm gonna make it so cute. It has so much potential. Also, it's cute as it is. We like her. We like House. House feels like a new character in my life. It's Hazel and Moose and Kira and Hazel's husband and House. Hey, look, I got a thingy. Warbound champion male chest. Good for hunters. Yeah, I originally had a sentence that was a little bit more explicit than squirrel on stimulants, and then I decided let's not get too crazy. Let's take it easy. Oh man. My partner was telling me, it was like, man, I'm really trying to like make sure that I like pack boxes according to category to help us find things when we're unpacking the other side. And this is at like 11 p.m. the night before movers show up, and I'm like, oh boy, you are not gonna like how I pack some of these boxes. I was like, why, you're not gonna find just like toothbrushes in with like waffle makers, are you? And I'm like, don't be mad. Everything will make it there. That's good, right? Let's celebrate that. What am I doing? Engorged silt feaster. That does say silt, right? Okay, good. Is there a cave? Looks like maybe a little cave situation. Although I don't see a cave. Is it on the other side? Is it this thing? No, she's just fighting those things. What's this? Crowlust husks. I think my World Quest tracker broken. It says I completed a thing, but there's nothing there. And I'm 0 of 6 Crowlust husks for something else. Oh, that's a different quest that I'm not tracking right now. That's what's going on. If it makes the toothbrush taste like waffle, I'm in. I have so many more drawers and cupboards and closets than I had in the last place. Which I think it's the normal amount of drawers and cupboards and closets. It's that before I had almost none of them. There was not very much storage in my last place, and we made it work. It was fine, but like I have a lot more now, and I'm kind of paralyzed in terms of figuring out, oh, I found my cave. Figuring out like what's gonna go where, and I need to just commit and start unloading stuff and then move it around later if I have to. There is a cave. There is a cave. I'm kind of pleased with getting these world quests done. What's my vault looking like for this week? I managed to show up for... Oh, I showed up for one raid boss. This is so sad. I kill a heroic progression raid boss on moving day, and I don't have any vault slots. I think I might try to find a normal this weekend if I have any time, which I might not. But at least I have key vault slots. That's good, right? There's at least 2 of these. That'll help. That'll be something. I haven't done any delves yet, but maybe I should. I think that thing's gonna respawn. I just have to wait. My hands are actually really chilly, which is a good sign. I want it to be cold in here because it's gonna be really hot later. And I want it to stay... I'm kind of glad that I'm streaming in the morning, because what I'm gonna do is once my stream's over, I'm just gonna turn my PC off. So I'm not heating it up in here any more than I need to. I'm playing Shadow Priest right now, but I'm raiding and doing keys as Holy Priest. One fun fact about me is I never play Discipline. I am a priest main that never touches Discipline for no good reason, except that I don't want to. So if I'm healing, I'm always holy. Oh, you don't have to answer that. Yeah, use your imagination. I helped my aunt move once. Her quirky way of packing led me to happen upon things I'm still internalizing, and now I say furniture only, no boxes. That's the best reason, though. I think one of the biggest learning curves of living here is going to be managing every new season of weather and figuring out how to kind of survive it in the house. So things like right now we're in a heat wave, trying to figure out how to keep the house cool enough during the heat wave. When the rains come, trying to make sure that the sump pumps are working and that the gutters are not full of stuff. When the winter comes, figuring out the snow shoveling, figuring out backup power generating, figuring out candles and like other power outage stuff, because it's very likely I'm going to be out of power more often here. Figuring out how to keep like my pipes from freezing, that's kind of a big deal. There's gonna be like a new learning curve every season, because I think the first year is gonna be kind of like a new adventure every third week. I feel like we're talking about a survival game. It feels a little bit like a survival game. Okay, we did that world quest. That's great. There's a special assignment over here. Let's do that. Let's get into phase diving somewhere. Where do I want to get into phase diving? Is there a spot over there? Yeah, when bears come into your garden. I think if bears come into your garden, you just kind of go inside and wait for them to leave. I don't think you do anything. I think you just don't let your dog out. I think that's the only thing you do. Okay. There was a thingy here. So we're going to talk to this guy. What does he want me to do? Oh, it's this one. So there's a spammable button, right? Oh no, that's minerals. Here's the wraps. Oh, Oscar79, thank you for the 60-month resub. Appreciate it. Would a moose be scarier than a bear? I don't believe we have any moose on this island. Apparently we're starting to get grizzly bears, which is terrifying. It used to be kind of black bears only, but I guess they swam here. Where are you getting restored coffer keys? Radiant echoes. Yeah. What if he eats all of your hard work? No guy who's lined to a septic tank froze. They'd water back up to their crawl space. Ooh, yeah, that sucks. No stories of moose versus moose. No. Bear walks in. Can I pet that dog? Yeah, I don't think my first encounter with seeing a bear is going to be, let me go yell at it and see if it leaves. I think we're gonna we're gonna warm up to that. Give me a couple of years and then I'm gonna be yell at it and see if it leaves. But like right now, I just moved from the city. I am green. Open cabinets, pipes along the outside walls. They get indoor heat. Yeah, we're gonna have to sort out the indoor heat before the winter comes. One day Moose will come home with a real moose friend. Toot at it with a trumpet. Actually might genuinely work. They might be like, what the hell? You haven't been practicing. Your embouchure sucks. Living in northern BC, grew up with so many stories of when we, Dad's generation, were growing up, no one snitched to the game warden. Game was rare, neighbors shared. Oh my god. Yeah, as far as I know, none of the bears were on cocaine. That's great. We're happy about that. We want clean bears. Greenhorn hazel. Yep. That's me. I am progressing this world quest. That's great. Happy for me. But yeah, happy so far. Things going good. I've showered, I've eaten, I've slept. That's like primo. That's great. We're pleased about that. I found the grocery store. I managed to visit a hardware store. I'm gonna need them. I basically the hardware store was really intimidating. I know I'm gonna need it like a million times, but I was walking around. I was like, oh, I don't know what any of this stuff does. I feel like I don't belong here yet. And I was just basically like trying to memorize all the aisles just to be like, if and when I need something, I just want like an idea of if I'm going to be able to find it here, if I'm going to need to drive to like a bigger one. I finally get a good rest. More or less. I still haven't gotten like a full 8 hours in a row kind of thing, but like I feel much better. I took a nap yesterday and I got 5 hours last night, and that's, I know sounds kind of bad, but it's a big improvement. It's a big improvement over what's been going on for the last 2 weeks. I feel much better. Today I had my first real cup of coffee. Yesterday morning I had a leftover Red Bull. Well, I half it when I split it with my husband, but I had a half of a leftover Red Bull and it was cold and it was first thing in the morning and I was like, I hate this, but it's caffeine and I don't want to go out and find coffee right now. So then this morning we managed to get the coffee maker unpacked. And my husband made me a cup of coffee and it was, oh my god, thank you so much. I sat and looked at my window at the birdies and had my coffee. First time visiting a shop is exciting. I had actually so much fun just like roaming around the nearest little town and just like cataloging everything. I'm sure I look insane, but that's fine. They're gonna see weirder stuff out of me before we're done here. Okay, so I just need to release some spirits. Any Orbeez? I feel like there's more of these orbs available than there used to be. Oh, there are some spirits. I want to do the treasures out here, but, you know, one thing at a time. Let me finish my world quest. Enjoying talking to you. Thank you for doing this. Oh, thanks for coming to my stream to talk to me. Do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert? Introvert for sure. I definitely need alone time to recharge. I get very sleepy when I, not even from talking to people, from going into situations where I might need to talk to people. Just the potential for social interaction tends to like drain my battery a little bit. I can do it. I can be very pleasant. I can be friendly. I actually really miss my neighbors. I'm a little weepy about that. I got to know so many of my neighbors in my last place, and I'm a little bit missing everybody right now because I haven't met anybody yet because I've been so busy that I haven't really been out much. But yeah, definitely a little on the introverted side. You made it. I made it, right? Check us out. We're here. And the stream turns on. Isn't that exciting? Look at me. I didn't even have to turn down my quality. I was like, I'll stream in 720 if I have to, but we got 1080p going, baby. I use partner and husband interchangeably. Although I didn't call him my husband until I married him. That would have been weird. Not weird, but it would have been a little odd. I really want midnight now. Devour is calling. Love social situations. Poor tolerance for them. Battery holds almost no charge. I was so relieved to kind of like get a little safe space back. Like once the movers left, it was like, even though I had like nothing and I had a million things to do, and nothing was unpacked yet, I was like, oh my God, we have some time alone. We can actually just like sit and not have to be anywhere and not have to like deal with anybody for just like a hot second. It was so nice to kind of get that back because like in the middle of the move, you're kind of like dealing with everybody. Use partner exclusively for my GF. I think it's nice to I kind of like the word like independently. It's nice to help normalize it as well for people that will use it for other reasons. But I also just kind of feel like partner is just a little bit more casual and a little bit less loaded. It's got a little bit less baggage for me. So I married him, but he's still my partner. We're teammates. I love him. He's very sweet. He says he still loves me and we managed to move together. So that's like a big deal. I don't know if I was mean, but I felt like I was being mean. I was trying very hard not to be mean, and it was so hard because I was so stressed, and it's just, I'm not perfect at that. I can definitely get like snippy when I'm overloaded, and he has been very patient with me. Feels more adult than GFBF to me. Mm-hmm. How do the pets react? They actually seem really happy. They are adjusting very well. They're a little more comfortable than me, I would say. Everyone's... Oh. Scary. Spooky. Cooldowns. This is why we carry health potions. Some of these face-based elites really slap. Yeah, the pets are doing really good. Kira has been by stream twice already today. I think she's happy that I'm streaming again. I think she's kind of relieved that, like, she knows, like, how that is and how that goes, and... It's like, oh, hey, mom's doing the thing where she talks to her computer for 2 hours, 3 hours. And speaking of, I think she's coming back around again. You want to come back in? Oh. Today's Saturday. Inside me there are two wolves. One is a night elf and the other is a gnome. I'm on a train traversing the British countryside. 3 minutes after jumping into stream, my connection cut out. Also scuffed today. We're making it work. Oh, hey, an Orby. Any mug? No. No mug. What's this? On holiday. Nice. Look at you summering it up. Yeah, I think the more routine we get, the better it'll be for all of us. I also thrive on routine. I know a lot of people do. It's kind of like a human thing and not just a me thing, but like I feel a million times better when I can kind of like have an expectation of like, oh, it's this time of day, we're doing this thing. I don't like improvising. Don't think I've ever seen Today's Shirt before. It's been around. It's been around. I came out of a box because all my stored shirts came out for packing, so I just grabbed it. It's comfy. Made it through the worst parts. I think so too. There's definitely still stuff to deal with, but I think I've made it through the hardest bits. And holy moly was it hard, but I'm pretty sure we've dealt with like the really insanely stressful time crunchy stuff. How long did you sleep? Still only 5 hours at a time. There's too many things to do. I'm too excited. It's too exciting. Also, I need to fix my window coverings and I don't have a way to hang them right now. So it gets kind of bright out, like kind of early in the morning in the bedroom, but it's so cozy. And you can hear crickets. You can hear crickets. And they go cheep, 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 cheep. And I'm like, I feel like I'm camping. I love them. And then you hear the ravens and they go, hoa, hoa. I love hearing the frogs sing at night where I live. Did I do all my world quests? I think I did. I think I have... Let's go back to Dornagal for a hot second and turn those in and see how we feel. I need to get a weapon crafted, but I don't want to do it right now. I'm vicariously feeling alive through you right now. I think at some point I'm going to crash hard and be hit with like a week's worth of exhaustion. But my body doesn't seem to be ready to do that until I get kind of settled a little better. There's people who move to the country for the silence. They get there and find out it's noisy. There's definitely like animals and like, you know, people like mowing their lawns and whacking their weeds and like doing construction and stuff. But like compared to the level of sirens and like, I mean, not to be dramatic, but like screaming that you have in the city, I don't know. I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty happy. Everybody that I was talking to around here when I was like out shopping and stuff, they're like, oh, okay, because I'd mentioned that I had moved, and they're like, oh, where'd you move from? And I'd say Victoria, and they're like, wow, that's a change. Like, really? I mean, yeah, but I don't know. It seems nice here. I like it. 10 out of 10 would recommend. How considerate of your body to be like, I'm a crash when it's convenient. I know, right? I feel like there's like some subconscious machinery that I don't have access to that is just keeping me running on fumes and like hopes until such a time as all of the important stuff is dealt with. Because like if something important, like, I don't know, what's an example? Like getting my driver's license updated. I had like a limited number of days after moving to do that. And it was something that was just going to sit on my brain until I dealt with it. And I managed to do that yesterday. It was a little bit tricky, but we got there. I'm going to get one of those cute little stickers to put on the license. And as soon as I have that, then I can get my library card. But that was one of those things. It's just like, I'm not going to feel relaxed until I've kind of like dealt with all like the really pressing stuff with like short deadlines like that. You seem to have extra adrenaline today. Well, it's so exciting. My stream turned on. I didn't know if it was going to turn on. The only disaster I had so far was, and it's not even a disaster, the only mild hiccup I had so far in getting my setup turned on was in piecing it all back together. I was trying to hook up my Bluetooth transmitter to my PC for sound, and everything was connected and everything was recognized, but no sound was coming through, and I could not figure out why. And I was like, man, I think maybe like it's a really cheap like line cable. I think maybe the line cable busted when I was like unpacking, repacking it. I'm going to try to find a new one. So like one of the things that I like hunted down was like a new line cable, and I come home and I've got one and I put it in and I'm like, oh my God, I'm a goofy goose. I had it plugged into the wrong port. On the Bluetooth transmitter, there are 2 ports that a 3.5mm audio can fit in. I didn't notice there was 2 of them, and I just had it in the wrong one. So I'm pretty sure my old cable was fine, and I have an extra now. But I had managed to use speakers. I found like an old pair of Logitech speakers in my boxes somewhere, and I managed to plug those in for raid. So like while I was raiding the other night, I had like old speakers like playing Discord into my room, and I'm like, man, If I was in an apartment, I would be like, oh, geez, can my neighbors hear my raid leader? But then I was like, I own this house. I can turn my sound up. I can do whatever I want. Wow. Easy problem to solve. Yeah, I'm just glad it's fixed. I was like, the odds of something breaking in transit were pretty good. Usually, especially when you have this many things wired together, getting it all packed and then getting it all unpacked and getting it all connected again correctly and making sure nothing like decided it was going to croak or like get reset in some really inconvenient way is not it's, you know, like stuff happens. But especially because of how much of a rush I packed in, but it seems like I did good. I didn't fry the camera. Shout out to my camera. Shout out to me for correctly labeling all of my power supply cables so I didn't mix and match them, because we've been there and that's an expensive mistake. No, yeah, we're gonna keep Goofy Goose in the rotation. I like that one. I am the city girl of the neighborhood. I am the new city slicker. It's very cute. I'm getting a lot of bless your heart. To be fair, I need it. I need every bless your heart that every heart blessing they can give me. They are correct. I don't know anything around here. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I don't know, sometimes, it's because the sheep's not thirsty. I'm like, I don't know why it won't let me water the sheep, but that sheep doesn't need any water. Hang out. I've been trying to water the plants, but I haven't found my watering can yet, and I don't have a hose. I found a hose, but it leaks really badly. So I can water stuff with that, but I make a huge mess. So I gotta buy one, but like I've been using a bucket and I've just been kind of making it work. And I'm like, okay, which of these things are cute? And I really want to save them from this heat wave. Okay, you're gonna get water and you're gonna get water, and I don't know if I want to keep that. So you're last on my list. It seems pretty drought tolerant. But like I inherited a little bit of a garden, and it's gonna be kind of, I think next year when I'm like gardening in the spring, it's gonna be an absolute mystery box. Oh no, did my stream die? Uh-oh. Jinxed it. Yeah. We're dropping frames. We're dropping mad frames. What do I have to do? I'm back up? Okay, I think it just dipped. I have something I can do to kind of troubleshoot that for next stream. I think that's just the internet. I have something I can do to help smooth that out. I also think my stream time slot is going to work in my favor because I think that it's one of those situations where your internet is going to be a little dicier during like peak use hours. But I stream like weekday mornings and weekend mornings, and I think that it's going to be fine largely. Yeah, give it a little refresh and see. It looks like it's still dropping frames. It's still dropping frames. I'm still connected to my WoW. I'm having a little bit of a lag spike. What do I want to do about this? I mean, I can just wait and see if it gets better. Tell your hubby to stop streaming. I don't think he's doing much. Yeah, because it's bad for WoW too. What do I want to do here? I mean, I can turn it off and back on again, but if it's the connection hiccuping, yeah. Think about it. One sec. Okay. How are we doing? Looking better? Looking better? Yeah. Well, yeah. 10271. Yeah. Okay. Let's snooze that ad break for now because I just got back. Give her a refresh if your stream's still. Yep. Give her a refresh. All right, lovely. I ran a cable just to kind of provide some backup. It looks like that was just an issue with the Wi-Fi and not with the actual internet, which is great because it's an easy fix. And I had a 100-foot cable ready to go. So it's a, minor trip hazard, but we're back online. Wow. Oh. Just stream at 4 a.m. Yeah, no, we're looking good. We're looking real good. This is good news. I think I'm doing this world quest because I want the 800 gold. I think that's what's going on here. Yep, I want the 800 gold. There should be some more pests to punt somewhere. Yeah, all better. I know, I jinxed it. I was way too cocky. I was way too confident. I was too happy about how smoothly it was going. I totally jinxed it. Yeah, so far so good. We'll see. If it happens again, then I will have less things to try. But can always downscale my stream and do a slightly lower bit rate and see if that lets us keep it smoother if it comes to it. Did we get a new campsite or no? There is a new background campsite, but I heard that they disabled it because it was causing game crashes, and I don't know if they've turned it back on yet or not. World Quest is just cute and fun to do. It is cute. I find it kind of annoying sometimes because I can never remember to check if the sheep are thirsty or not. So I'm just trying to water an already watered sheep and wondering why it doesn't want anything. Because it's made out of stone. So wow. One more pest. Seems fixed. I have the new campsite being used. Oh, okay. Maybe I should check that out because I think I maybe have it. What's it for? Oh, hang on. Do I have a Paragon chest? Oh, it's just a Dornagal one. I should do that though. Any more pesties? Hazel, I can't believe housing coming 11/27 later this year. Crazy. Super crazy. So exciting. I'm going to be all over that. What am I doing? Turn in. Yeah, turn in this. I want to do my Ecodome weeklies. That's what I want to do. I want to clean up my bags a little bit, and I want to do my Ecodome weeklies. Internet God, apparently a spiteful one. Yeah, how dare you get too confident about how well your stream's working. Overflowing control. Yeah, here we go. Cleaning up my bags carefully. Very carefully. Seeing the housing class they did? Incredible what you can do in just 15 minutes. What was your childhood neighbor like? Rural. Pretty rural. I would say... I mean, people's definitions will depend, but I would say country. It was like a well and a septic tank situation. So not really suburbs. When I was a kid. I want to vendor some of this stuff, and I want to disenchant some of this stuff. That's a veteran weapon. Honestly, the crystal is not worth 150 gold. So, a lot of these epics are better off to be vendored than anything else. There's so much to catch up on from Gamescom, right? That one, if I vendor it, it'll teach it to me, right? Yeah. Well. Oh, it doesn't want to let me vendor it. There we go. What else? That's Warbound. We're just going to vendor things that we don't need. That's a hero belt that I may or may not need. I might put that in the bank until I can decide what I'm going to do with it. Just to keep it safe. Old ring. Okay, looking good, looking good. I decided that I wanted to do Ecodome weeklies. That's right. That sounds like fun. So Ian visited the Echo stream. Oh, that's awesome. You are back home then. Kind of, yeah, similar kind of vibes. Reminds me a lot. It reminds me a lot of being a kid. Except that when I was a kid, there were parents to deal with things, and now I'm the adult. Pray for me. Ecodome. Take a little portal. Special assignment in Undermine gives 2 adventurers caches. Oh. Not a city slicker by heart. No. And I never really felt super at home in the city. I definitely got my bearings and I got comfortable there and I liked a lot of things about it. But I never fully felt like that was where I sort of was meant to be. It kind of felt like I was living against my natural rhythms a little tiny bit. I'm just happier in smaller, less busy areas, and I don't need a nightlife. I don't really need restaurants. I need groceries, a hardware store, maybe a pharmacy, that kind of thing. I don't need a whole lot. Oh, what am I doing? Ecodome, that's right. 50 coffer key shards per box. Oh, interesting. New play stream, yeah. Is Brian bad? I mean, he needs to be leveled up again, so he's gonna get stronger as we continue to progress him. I think what I want to do is I want to do these weeklies first, and then I'll pick up the campaign. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's get out of phase space. What do you want me to do with these bees? Document the bees. Oh, document the bees. All right, I can do that. Do you think you would have stayed closer to the city if you were a millionaire? Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to say. Because there's definitely like areas near Victoria that are more quiet and rural, but like a much closer drive to Victoria that are way more expensive to live in. But on the other hand, like, would I spend like $2 or $3 million to get a place like that? That's basically this place, but closer? Or like if I had those $2 or $3 million, would I not want to have something out here? Like, it's kind of weighing because the property prices are just so busted down there that it's kind of a hard thing to do, even if you can afford it. But maybe. Yo, if you need a farmhand for the ranch, let me know. Oh, I know I just moved in here, but I honestly don't think I would need much more space than this. I'm pretty happy with this. I feel like if I got anything much bigger or much more, I wouldn't really be able to handle it. Like, I'm already a little worried about handling this. Don't need much, but I do need an art supply store that has fiber art supplies. Stuff like that I feel like I'm happier to kind of go back to the city for, because I'm still going to go back to the city occasionally to like visit my family and stuff. So if I need any like niche stuff, I can just kind of like keep a running list and then do some shopping in Victoria if I do go back down. Congrats on your new place. Thank you. But I think on a regular day-to-day basis, I'm not going super far. So I'm still, let's stick with the bees if we can. Let's not get too confused because there's a lot going on here. Let's stick with the bees. What do you mean not ready yet? Where'd my camera go? Oh, I probably hit the wrong button. There we go. Do I put my camera away after every photo I take? Because that's not very efficient. My friend that is hosting me just moved into an apartment in the city, selling her much bigger house in the suburbs. So much happier because she is a city girl. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that. Especially for people that have a commute. It's hard to, like, sometimes people will, like, look at houses and they'll be like, oh, man, if I moved out of the city, I could have so much more space, kind of like what I did. But if you have to drive that every day, it's easy to kind of underestimate how much that's going to suck and how much of your life you're going to spend in your car. I feel like one of the biggest quality of life you can give yourself move-wise is to shorten your commute if at all possible. I'm just super blessed that I get to do this for a living and that I don't have a commute. I can, as long as my internet's good enough, knock on wood, we can do this from pretty much wherever. Happy about that. How do I stop my camera from going away? There we go. I guess I can't move. Famous fact about cameras is you cannot walk with them. You know, if she set up a tripod, that would make more sense. Don't let moose eat them. Oh, the wildlife. Mm-hmm. Artist, I can live anywhere. All places have interesting things to look at, but need the supplies. Very important. I want to be a coastal town girly. Bracket with money. Very important. Little beach house vibe. Alright, we need to find a few more bees. So your camera has quite a long range, but you just can't walk with it. But as long as you can... That one's probably a little too far. Any other nearby bees? No? Okay. Moosie's sleeping in a different room. I wonder if we're not going to have... I mean, I guess I have to get everything set up. Like, once my office is set up and it's cozy and I put, like, pet beds in here, then maybe we can get pet cam back up. I didn't even bother plugging it in for right now because none of them are sleeping in here. I don't even have a spot for them just yet. I barely have a spot for me. But yeah, there's more rooms now. Like, maybe they want to be somewhere else. Maybe they don't want to be in here with me. Personally, I love being central and walkable. An apartment, perfect for me. Where are we going? Where are the bees? Show me the bees. What a crazy year I'm having. I need WoW to like take a month off. I know we were doing like the midnight run up and whatever, but like if WoW could just chill out for like a hot second, I guess I can just take the time I need and get back into it when I'm ready. But oh man, I got some catching up to do. No, not sleepy. Not sleepy. Just comfy. There we go. There we go. There's our bees. All right, that one's done. That's good. Hydra bites fish. We can do that. So like any water, I'm guessing. Do I have better fishing? Oh, I think I do. I just need like thicker water. I wonder if it's a pool situation. Let's see. Just leave carrots and he will come. They'll want to be beside you. Maybe. Moose can kind of take or leave it. He's kind of an independent boy. Sometimes he just wants to go like hang out in a room by himself. I've never known a dog to do that. But occasionally, not so much in this place yet. I think we haven't gotten it like set up properly. But in the last place, he'd be like, all right, guys, see you later. I'm going to go in the bedroom or the office where nobody is right now. And I'm just going to take a nap. You guys are being too loud. And he would just like go off to like his own room by himself to go hang out. It's funny. Several major life things, like 6 months. Oh, wow. All the time. I mean, I got my desk set up. I can log in. I can play. I can do keys. I can raid. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're kicking and cooking. We're in business. I saw my kettle. I want to make tea at some point. I haven't had a cup of tea since I've been here. I feel like that's going to be really nice. But I also need to get it cleaned up because this is madness. I'm living in madness right now. He sounds like part cat. Yeah, he's a funny boy. He's a really funny boy. He loves having a yard. He's just been trotting around going happy, 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 happy. What's this? What's this? He's Jack Skellington in Christmastown. At some point your body's going to decide this is the night we catch up on sleep and you'll be out for like 12 hours. I thought that was going to be Thursday night because I specifically did not have any alarms for Friday morning. Yesterday morning I didn't have anything to get up early for, and I was like, and I'm not going to. I'll sleep as long as I want. And then like 6 a.m. comes around and I'm like, I'm up. Things to do. It's so cute though. See, a new place, settled in. At the new place, yes. Settled in is a work in progress, I would say. You want to see how the office looks right now? Here's me. And then what? That's this how it's going. It's work in progress. And this is the least priority room. Like I have this set up enough to like play WoW, so I feel like this stuff is kind of low on the packing grade. I gotta get my clothes set up. I gotta get the kitchen sorted. I had to like rifle through boxes last night to try to find a bowl to put cereal in. I was just like pulling things out of like 7 different boxes being like, they're in here somewhere. Because yeah, we just got here. I have not been here very long. We're just trying to get all the basics set up. There's a lot to do. Desk and PC, second thing in my bed that I set up. Yeah. My bed was actually pretty easy because the movers built it for me. Bless up. They built my bed for me. And I had taken my bedding literally like in a big armful off my bed and shoved it in my car. So I was able to like basically take it in a big armful out of my car and put it back on the bed. It wasn't super clean, but it wasn't super dirty. Nobody vomited on it, so shout out to Dog and Cat. And then at least that was ready to like sleep in. I'm still figuring out my laundry situation. I have laundry machines. They seem great. They are working. Actually, that reminds me, I should move my laundry. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I realized I had set up some laundry that I needed to move and set something outside to dry. Yeah, laundry I'm figuring out. I have not run the dishwasher yet. I'm scared. I don't know how to use it. It's a later me problem. I bought some dishwasher pods. I will figure that out later, to be honest. I've been washing dishes by hand for 3 years. I'm not about to mess with that at this exact particular second in time. Oh, out of breath. I was kind of jogging. Things are farther. I feel like my stream breaks are going to take a little bit longer because before I was like 2 steps from a bathroom, 3 steps from my kitchen. I was never really more than 5 steps from anything in my last place. So, sorry, I was like actually like hoofing it. So if I was getting up for something, unless I like stopped to really smooch Moose for a long time, which I do sometimes give him a nice big hug. I was never very far from my desk, but now I have to like motor a little bit more. Yeah. I might be AFK for slightly longer in this place. Yeah. I was getting lost in my house the first night. I was like, honey, I forgot. I keep going into this room thinking it's this room. I'm excited that I can air dry some laundry. Just like a laundry rack in my yard, really. Like I can, if I want to, I can hang stuff up if I don't want to use the dryer. Dryer works fine, but like if I just want to save the power bill or the heat or whatever. Need salt and rinse aid. Salt? I need to salt my dishwasher? Also, I don't think I need rinse aid. I feel like I lived my whole life with dishwashers before and never used it. I don't really care about spots in my glasses. If things are like kind of clean, I'm happy. My standards in life are not super picky. I know, like, I've seen commercials being like, are you sick of spots in your dishware? And I'm like, who cares? Somebody cares. But like, I don't know, my YouTube ads before I got YouTube Premium were all like, are your floors secretly dirty? And I'm like, if it's a secret, then it's fine. It's if my floors are obviously dirty that we have a problem. Oh my god. What am I doing? What am I doing, actually? That is for my campaign. I did do my dailies, so that's good. I've got more dailies, though. That's a Tazavesh one. And that's kind of Devour Anima for... Okay. Or do I want to work on slate backs? Let's do the campaign. Let's work on the campaign. Okay. Speak with him at Nessingware. Optional. Enter phase space. Optional. Hi, Hammett. What's up? He was just thinking about the twists and turns lives can take. Wow. Okay. Long way from Azeroth. How to... Oh, they're yammering. Phase space. Slate back essence. Okay. I think we're adding slate backs. Phase space is around here somewhere, right? Yeah. My house needs a mini map. Good for places with hard water. Oh. Picturing it at the foot of the floor, door frame in the dark, like, babe, I forgot where I have to go. Slate back essence. Oh, a rare. You are here, Paps around house. It's not that big. It is not insanely big or anything. It's just bigger than what I'm used to. It is a few enough rooms that I can kind of trial and error bonk around until I find where I'm going. Sometimes I expect there to be a hallway where there isn't a hallway, and I'm like, I should be able to get to this room from this room, but you can't because there's like a wall. But I'm like, shouldn't you be able to? No, okay, all right, I'm going back around. Don't mind me. Oh, I got some Skirmisher Light Guard transmog. That's kind of nice. My dishwashers have always needed salt. Oh. Is it like a hard water thing? Do you just like take dinner salt? Do you eat salty food and wash those dishes? Do you put like a lump of salt in it? Like a horse? Like, what are we saying here? It's been 5 or so years since I've had a dishwasher, but I've never in my life salted any of them. Get a blinking light with a nest, that would be what it means. Oh, okay. That's a hard water problem. Because I know some places will have water softeners, and you're salting your water and like remineralizing it and stuff. I actually have no idea what the water hardness is. I need to do some water testing. I don't actually know what my water pH is here. And that is going to be important for fish keeping. So I have my water test kit. I just have to find it and unpack it and do some water testing. Salt with a deadly pepper. Yeah, figuring out the new appliances has been... I kind of forgot that I was going to have to figure out new appliances. My husband's like, how does the stove work? And I'm like, I don't know. Let's push buttons until it turns on. See if we can just like wing it. Because they're all a little bit different than what I had been using, but we'll figure it out. I'm a smart cookie. I'm just sleepy. Look it up on Google. What was it in the city? I forget. I tested it when I first moved in there, and then I promptly forgot about it for the rest of the time. I think it was a 7 something. I think it was pretty medium in Victoria anyway. Look it up on Google. All the manuals are there. You got to figure out what the model number is first, which I'm sure is manageable, but like I'm going to save that until I have an actual problem. I got a lot of life to sort out first. Eight is perfect for my puffer. Happy. Oh. It was nice to get groceries, even if it was just like basics. It's hard to figure out where to unpack everything. Like when you have like cupboards and drawers and stuff. Like it's, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. It's a great problem to have, but I'm like, I don't know where to put things. Like I know I should put things that I need all the time in easy to get places and things I need less often in hard to get to places. But when it comes to just like picking a cupboard and being like, towel go here, it's like surprisingly hard for me. I need to just do it and then change it later if I hate it. He's brackish. The others use half hour of water. Oh, nice. Struggled even when I moved my PC into another room. Can't imagine a full place. It was so much more stuff to wrangle than the last time I moved. The moving truck was much bigger than the U-Haul that I brought in. Because I guess I got all my furniture. But also, I feel like I didn't think I had a lot of stuff, but I feel like I have a lot more stuff than I used to have. Like when I did my last couple of moves. Which definitely makes moving harder. And I did declutter, but I don't know. I just have a lot of things that I use. Well, it's a lot more than you think. It really does keep coming out of like storage and stuff. There's a lot. I want to declutter my clothes a little bit more, but also I don't, because like what if I need some of these things? Like I have a lot of sweaters and layers and stuff, but I don't know, it's gonna get cold in the winter. Holocron Coder, thank you for the 35-month free sub. Hey Hazel, congrats in the new place. Thank you very much. Oh, hey, I did it. Like what if I want to wear like 9 sweaters? I'll be like, oh man, I'm glad I kept all 9 of them. Plus I do have the closet space for everything. I just need to get it organized. Have an attic and stuff everything there, worst case. So we did this. Let's go back to the Oasis. Actually, I should make sure that while I'm out, I'm checking for Orbeez, if there's any Orbeez anywhere. If there's like an Orbeez spawn point. I haven't really been paying attention. I want to keep working on that Phase Lost and Found achievement. Cheaper, low quality clothes you own. I don't really have any left though, because I did that already. Whenever I do shop, I try to find things that I really like that I can wear for a long time, and I've done pretty well. So I have a lot of things that I really like that are comfy that I can wear for a long time. I don't think it's a huge problem. I don't have mountains of clothes. It's just, and then there's a lot of seasonal stuff. Like some people can kind of get away with like one wardrobe year round, and I definitely have to rotate. Like summer, there's summer only things, and there's like deep winter only things, and then everything else you can kind of wear year round. So I have storage bins that fit under my bed that I can put like the extra, like, you know, your long johns and your thick sweaters and like winter stuff versus your shorts and your, I mean, the summer stuff's obviously smaller, swimsuits and whatever. They can be cozy in your closet. Yeah, if you don't have heat, you might need all 9. We got to get that sorted out before winter for sure. For sure. But we budgeted for it, so it'll be okay. We just gotta get settled a little bit and then deal with it. Insert ghost essences into the Oasis console. Why do I feel like I'm capturing their soul? I don't feel like they consented to this. Yeah, I think it's just looking at all of the stuff that you own at once in a big pile. I think that's probably what it is. A lot of stuff that I normally have seasonally stored is just out right now. Just the Canadian way. Congrats on moving. Hope things have gone smoothly. Thank you, Lucy. It's going good. Going good. Slate back roamers shrunk and collected. Oh. Talking to some locals at a pub earlier, and I was describing our winters to them, and they looked horrified. Yeah, I mean, you're from Montreal. Well, I mean, you're from Calgary, but you're from Montreal, so like, you know what you're talking about when it comes to winter. I would feel like a bit of a fake doing that because, like, I live in the Hawaii of Canada. This is, yeah, we might get snow, but like, it's not a big deal compared to, like, I think they have it harder in Wisconsin. You know winter. You know winter in your bones. I'm a baby. I'm a big baby. I go, burr, my feetsies, they're chilly. I need tea. It's like 7 degrees Celsius above freezing. I must get my 3rd coat. Everyone else is out in shorts. I swear, no matter where you go in Canada, there will be shorts people that wear shorts, like knee-length shorts, year-round and will change for nothing. It's so funny. You can't escape them. They will wear shorts. Clothes mending life skill. Haven't bought new clothes in over 5 years. I feel like a lot of making your clothes last longer is washing them correctly. Not overwashing them if they don't need it. And then, like, I don't know, like some types of clothes hold up better than others. I don't buy things that are really fussy that are easy to ruin because I know I'm going to ruin them. Like, I'm just not that fussy about my clothes, so I don't buy fancy things that are hard to clean or like maintain or anything. Like, I wear a lot of t-shirts and hoodies and you can kind of just chuck them in the wash. And then, yeah, being able to patch stuff is super nice too. But the only things I've really ever had to patch have been just like hems that come unraveled, and you just stitch it up and you're fine. Unless you like the unraveled look, in which case you lucked out. Slate back roamers shrunk and collected. All right, we're doing it. Canadian can confirm the shorts thing. Flip-flops, no socks. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if we are the same species, because we're obviously all humans, but like, I need a heat lamp in the summer before 2 p.m. Don't get me wrong, I'm just bundling up, but like, I know we're all people and we're all the same, and that's very nice, except that I don't know how you can handle that. I get so cold. How long do you give your house before it's overrun with pet hair? I've like already been vacuuming a little bit here and there because like he's shedding a lot. Plus I packed his brushes a week ago, and my dog is starting to blow out his summer coat. He's starting to shed so that he can grow in his winter coat. I'm pretty sure. I think he's shedding more than normal. Oh, hang on. I need to collect these. Oopsies. I just made them small and then abandoned them for death. Hand wash only. Godspeed in there, buddy. If you come out alive, we'll meet again. Right? I feel like life is too short at least for me. I respect that there's lots of different ways to go about this, and some people take a lot of joy out of having really nice things that they take meticulous care of. I am not that person. I think life is too short for me to have things that require that much of my energy to keep in good conditions. So I'm like I'm that way with like my plants. I'm that way with my clothes, with my dishes. I'm like, I'm going to give you the bare minimum. And if you can't deal with it and you therefore are destroyed, then it wasn't meant to be. And I will get something tougher. There will be a more durable option and I will deal with it. So it's the Tharbs. So I am in face space, which is great. There's a portal I can take. That's right. I'm learning. Yeah. I do have some hand knit wearables, and I do not put them in the dryer. There are definitely things that I have that I don't machine dry, but I machine wash everything because I have a front loader. I had one last time and I have one again. So I can do that, and they've been fine. My knits do fine in the front loader. You just do it in cold water and then you just hang dry them or like lay them flat. But they also don't need, like, you're not wearing them next to your skin. Owie. So you don't need to wash them that often. Like, if I have a hand knit sweater, I'm wearing it over a shirt. Unless I get something on it or it's like starting to smell, you don't need to wash it every time you wear it. I might wash something like that twice a season. If it's clean and it didn't get like any, I don't know, juices on it, I think it's probably all right. Yeah, I haven't managed the lighting in here yet, so it's really bright in here. One of my friends is like that. Only puts on pants below negative 15 Celsius. Brr. I got cold just reading that. All right, we're shrinking and catching. That's what we're doing. We're shrinking and catching. I had someone who saw someone on Reddit hand knit sweater stained and discolored because they wore it as a first skin. Wool coat goes in the wash at the end of winter. How are you liking the new place? Everything you dreamed of? Really is. It really is. It's so nice here. I have so much space and privacy. Like, it's a little dangerous. I might turn into a hermit. Like, if I don't want to deal with anybody, I don't have to. I can stay home. Oh, I need Koreshi plants. Interesting. And not deal with anybody. I can do yard with my dog, and I can do inside the house stuff, and I feel like I would never have to go anywhere, which is dangerous because I need to be forced to go out a little bit so that I can see other humans and remember how to talk to them. Congrats, and that happy for you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I want the option to live like a hermit when I need to, but I also still want to, like, eventually I want to kind of get settled and, like, find my places to, like, go to, and if not socialize, at least be around other people. And I think having a dog is really good for that. It's just right now it's too hot to walk him during, like, the day, during the light hours, and we're not, yeah, we're dealing. Here we go. Going back to the farm. Which plants are you going to grow and how many chickens will you have? Hazel live in IRL Stardew Valley. Moose found a chicken in the city, like in the last, like, day before we left. It was strange. He just, like, was in a bush, like a hedge, just, like, staring at something, and he did not want to move. And we're like, come on, buddy, we're late. We got to go. And he's like, no, you don't understand. And I, like, look in the bush, and there's just a chicken in there. And I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I understand why you don't want to move. You do have to, though. Leave the chicken alone. Goodbye, hedge chicken. I don't have time for this right now. I hope that you are where you are meant to be. It's probably just, like, whoever lives there. It's probably just their chicken. I don't think we have wild... I guess it's not we anymore. I don't live there anymore. I don't think there are wild chickens in the city of Victoria, but I don't know. It was like staring at my dog, like no survival instincts, or just enormous orbs, like very brave chicken staring down my, like, 75-pound German Shepherd mix, being like, this is my hedge, get out. Bok, bok. Talk to your neighbors like they're Stardew Valley NPCs. Yeah, get a quest, just go introduce yourself to everybody. So that's Hecatemos, and I'm not worried about him because I got his pet already. Talking to Venari. Slatebags. Race the Slateback Alpha. Race the Slateback Alpha. Nope, that's somebody's hunter pet. I was trying to hop on their boar. Sorry, Bora Bora. Yeah, Moose is our local extrovert for sure. That way. Dialogue UI is the name of the quest window add-on. No need to apologize. You're totally fine. Dialogue UI. Am I supposed to be on that? Or do they want me to run after him? What kind of quest is this? I'm coming, buddy. He has a head start on me. I didn't think it was going to leave. I thought I was going to ride it. Run, Hazel, run. Did I break it, or is this what it's supposed to do? This seems busted. Doesn't even look like, wow. It's changed a lot over the years, huh? How do you feel about there not being dragon races? It has not been keeping me up at night. I like dragon races. But I don't know if I, like, needed new ones. I'm sure we'll get more at some point. Kind of feels like a few things, a few finishing touches in the zone were, like, cut for time. Yeah, I think my phase back has probably gone very far into his future life without me. I don't think he needs my help. Uh, Blue Boy, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I haven't seen anything. I've been offline for a little bit. We don't need Hecatomus. We finished the running free quest, so I didn't break it, so that's good. It felt confusing, but that's fine. Now what? Are they done? Nope, there's more. Oh, they deleted a lot of bots. Oh, that's good. I feel like viewbotting is a really tough thing too, because like, yeah, some people will do it to themselves and that sucks. But you will also get people that will viewbot their favorite streamer or whatever, or their least favorite streamer. Like they'll do it both like pseudo benevolently or maliciously, like either trying to get your streamer banned or trying to boost them up because you think they should have more viewers. But people will do it to people as well. Like it's not always the fault of the person who's running the stream, although it certainly can be. Kind of an awkward thing. Good if they delete those though. Nobody needs that. I'm sure we're gonna have enough robots running around before long. Take the portal to Marl. Who let the trophy hunter? Apparently he's a conservationist now. They promised. Beep boop. Find a Niffin. Not a bot, I swear. Boop, boop, boop. I'm looking for a master in making smells. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Isn't there like a robot emote? There's a cute robot emote somewhere. Is it like a default one? What are all these emotes? This is Dita Erasure. Yeah, I don't know. Can't find him. Watch the WoW content show panel. Whoever managed the audio. I would. It's. I know they're like a multi-dollar company, but it's weirdly hard to manage stuff like that. I'm sure that whoever was on top of it was doing their best and also very frustrated. It sucks if it sucks. It's really frustrating, but I wouldn't wish Legos on anybody. Sometimes stuff just breaks just because it feels like it. Or at least that's how it feels for me. I am kind of a one-woman show, though. They may have more than just the one person. If I play a Mechanome, does that make me a bot? I mean, not really, right? Are Mechanomes like people that have just decided to like do some sick upgrades? Chop a large bug bit into bug bits. Ooh. Ooh. Yucky. Sound issues, one commonality. It's the kind of thing that like you can, I mean, I'm sure somebody that like runs a lot of layers of protection on could avoid, but like even like major network television will mess it up sometimes. It's just one of those things that like the fates of the universe like to mess with. And then especially for streams where you often have people that are like a one-person show that are doing it live without audio monitoring, some stuff's just going to go wrong sometimes. And because it's live and you have time to fix it and you have real-time feedback, it's just kind of not a big deal. Like it would be great if it was perfect fidelity, but it works all right the way it is. At a certain point, it's not really worth the effort or the time to invest in like doing like a pre-stream sound check every time if it's going to work like 98 times out of 100. And on those 2 times you just kind of like flip it over after like 5 minutes, it's all right. Yeah, audio engineer career for a reason. Exactly. I had an audio thought. Forgot it though. Lost it. Oh, you guys haven't really been able to hear the game sounds for a while, huh? A little acapella. Give a lot of grace for people at WoW. Yeah, I think usually whoever it is that's dealing with that, it's not an incompetence thing. It's probably a lack of resources kind of thing. Had my laptop making a constant buzz when I went to present my video work on a school projector. Had to swap out mid-presentation. Oh, it's stressful. Yeah, live audio often has a lot of moving parts too. So like when something's not working, there's a bunch of different stops that you have to stop at to check to see where the issue is. I'm just really happy that this turned on. I wasn't sure if it would. I do have a backup, but like, yeah. Moving my desk setup was a bigger job than I thought it was going to be. I still have another monitor to add and my lighting, obviously. And then also the background, which is kind of like going to be my last job. I'm probably going to work on the other stuff first. Yeah, blame the person not giving them enough resources. It's entirely possible that they were like not wanting to hire more people if it needed more people or whatever it may be. How's the internet speed? Good enough, honestly. We had a little hiccup in the stream earlier, but it seems better now. And it seems like under normal conditions, I can stream in game. I should be fine to upload to YouTube, which means I am A-okay. I'm all set. I'm online. We're happy. I got it set up and everything. I was a little worried about it because I didn't have any way to like test it before I like committed and moved here. So there was a possibility, there's an alternate timeline where I would have to like take a few weeks off while I like try to arrange alternatives and test them and like adjust things until I get it working. But I'm really glad that it didn't come to that because this is so much easier. And look, we're up and running on Saturday. Wow. I think I'm just doing an old Dragonflight World quest at this point. I think that's how lost I've gotten. No, this is fine. This is fine. The smallest possible effort. This is the correct place to be. We're fine still. The smallest possible effort. Stag shell. No, that's for Beetle Minded. That is for the world quest. We don't want to do the world quest. We're not doing that. It's for Valor Stones that they won't even give us because I'm capped again. I keep running upgrades. I'm 699 now, but I cannot for the life of me. Ooh, look, a waxy lump. I cannot for the life of me stay from being capped on Valor Stones. Are you a bug? No. Are you a bug? No. You're a bug. Another fun thing about kind of taking time to set things up over here is that it'll be kind of cool to see the stream improve over time, you know, like if we're starting from here, it'll be nice to see when I get, you know, some lamps reassembled and some lights set up and some curtains hung and, you know, get the shelf scooched back in here and some of these boxes unpacked. Kind of get my new background sorted out, get my camera angle figured out. It'll be fun. I don't get why the campaign quests need to get Valor Stones. I wouldn't mind so much if there was like... I was going to say a bigger cap, but like what's the point of capping them bigger if I'm never going to use them? Because I functionally will not run out at this point in the patch. At least for this character, because I'm doing too much content. It would be nice to convert them. I wish we could convert Valor Stones to Resonance Crystals, because you're right, I do need those way more than I need Valor Stones at this point. I do need to chop the bug bits into smaller pieces. That's true. That's true. We're doing this kind of the slowest way possible. Are you a large bug? Oh, you are a large bug. I mean, it's a snail, so we're taking the word bug real fast and loose, but okay. All right. Okay. Functional. Working. Plushies, yeah. Plushies will have to get back on their shelf. That's a big bug? Let's chop up the big bug and see how many big bug bits we get. We'll take it. Spiders are beasts. I have found some big spiders in this place. There's one that lives in an unused shower. And that's his shower. It's not my shower, that's his shower. I don't want to like be too hard on the spiders because I know they're going to eat the other bugs. But I also don't want the place overrun with huge spiders because it just kind of gives me the sticky ickies. Buy my first miscellaneous Mechanicum mount? Ooh, congrats! Deal with house centipedes now? Those are moment ruining. Yeah. Very well might be. I think keeping things pretty organized and pretty clean is going to be fairly important for my mental well-being up here, because I think if things get too messy or like disorganized, it'll be hard to clean into the corners of things in a way that makes me feel comfy. How do you get your mount? 2K Mythic Plus rating. This is the 2K mount for this particular season. Yeah, I feel like anytime there's a house that's vacant, you see a lot of spiders because they're always there, but they usually have more furniture and stuff to hide behind. And they've just been kind of having a ball hunting all the, like a lot of wolf spiders and stuff. They've been hunting everything else in the meantime. Clean home makes me feel tranquil. When I'm in the right mood for it, cleaning really is self-care for me, just because I know I'll feel so much better once it's done. And I like being able to just like turn on some music or whatever and just kind of get in the zone. And it's so satisfying to see things like clean up. Alright, I'm here looking to kill pillar nest Vosh monsters, such as these, and I'm here to get a Vosh room. Something to do with the ecodome. I'm not too worried about why. Cleaning is self-care, and like with anything that's good for me, I don't do it. I have to be in the right mood. It's kind of a personal failing. You're supposed to be able to do stuff like that regardless of your feelings. It's sort of like an important level in self-growth, is learning how to do things you don't want to do when you don't want to do them. But unless it's an emergency or an urgency, I do it when I want to because it's way more fun. It is satisfying to accomplish a task. Kindly friendly to the spiders in our house. Gently relocate them outside. They eat the bugs that we like less. I'm a little worried for the safety of the spiders in this place, just because if my dog finds them, he will hunt them and he will carry them around in his mouth because he loves doing that. Hi, sweetie. You want to come back up? I'm right here. Yeah. I set up my desk in basically the exact same configuration on the same rug and everything, so the cat, at least as soon as she finds here, sort of knows where she is now, like relative to me and the computer and whatever. I feel like one of the most stressful things about moving into a new place is figuring out how your new place handles like waste management. Because like there'll be things like composting and recycling and trash, and there'll be like pickup schedules, and they'll all be just like a little different depending on how far you moved anyway. It'll all be a little different than what you're used to, and just kind of getting to grips with like, what do I do to get rid of this thing is kind of a huge mental load at first. I feel like, especially because when you've just moved, you have a ton of stuff you have to get rid of, and it's like figuring out like, do I need to take this somewhere? Will this go in this bin? Will they pick this up? When am I putting it out? Like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's one of the things that I've been making notes about because I want to be on top of it. Hi. You want to come up? Come sit with me. Come sit with me, baby. I shall scoop you. I know. You don't want to explore this room yet. It's a huge mess. It's all going to change. Yeah, I've got great resources to help me come to grips with it, which is nice. They kind of write the instructions like they're for... They make things extremely clear, which I appreciate because I don't feel like making recycling hard to understand helps anybody. It's just kind of coming to terms with how it's handled differently and how I'm going to handle it. And like, I need like extra bins and stuff. But we'll get sorted. Plus the internet. It's one of those things that like I forgot how comfy it was to like have it figured out and to know everything. I hate like not knowing, like, hang on, which bin do I put this in? I need to get rid of this. How clean does it need to be for me to not attract bears? Is this one of the bins that needs to be locked up, or is this okay to be outside kind of thing? That's a whole new thing too. Is I never really had to worry about any wildlife beyond raccoons before, and I do not want to be the neighbor that caused a bear problem. So I'm trying to be like extra cautious. Also, I'm lost in this cave. Where's the door? Is it this way? I think it's this way. We might kill some bonus mobs. Hi, sweetheart. You're so cute. If it's remotely food, it'll attract bears, even bird food. What about dog poop? Like, if it's like double bagged, like in a dog bag and then in like a waste bag with like a closed lid. Do I also need a lock? I guess I can Google that, but like, I don't know how attractive dog poop is to bears. I wouldn't want to eat it, but I'm not a bear. I don't know. Because yeah, I know like bird food, like in like feed, compost, garbage, all definitely bear attractants. I'm just not quite sure about the dog poop. Someone who's always lived in a city where the biggest wildlife you can find are squirrels. Hearing you say bears, it's wild. I think the first time I see one, I'm gonna absolutely flip a biscuit. What is this artifact cloak? Upgrades seem rather useless. They give you item level, but the actual like effects on the tech tree are often things like kind of exploration and zoney things. But as you upgrade them, your item level and like the stats in your cloak will get more powerful. It might even improve the effect. I'm not 100% sure on that. There's a pair of boots that you can get from the Soul Hunters boss that will also improve the proc rate on the cloak's combat effect. So that's a nice way to power up the cloak too if you can get them. Bins in general will catch their interest since they've found food in them before. Yeah, I think the deal is that you're never gonna like well, hard to say. I think we're back. I think I've reconnected. Weird. Interesting. Okay. I don't know what to do about that. I wonder what happened. Huh. Okay, I gotta log back into WoW. Reloading helps. Reloading what? Oh, the stream? Yeah, my stream's back online now. My PC completely fell off the internet for a second. But my partner's PC didn't, so that's weird. Oh, kitty cat. The fairy carrying the internet is delayed. I think we're almost done with our stream time slot for today anyways. I'm gonna hang out for another 10 or 15 minutes or so. And then I'll have to see. Yeah, hopefully that's not like a huge thing. Because that's not going to be solved by me like having a lower bit rate, really. That was like a full disconnect. Had a great birthday, went out, got a mini cake. Nice, congratulations. Okay. I think I finished my quests. And they turn in back here. So I do want to leave this cave. I think I've been doing laps around this cave trying to leave. And not really understanding where the way out is. It was working so well. Check your QoS settings. I'm gonna write that down because I don't know what that means, but it sounds important. And I found a pen, so. I have a completely new ISP and a new gateway and everything, so I don't know how to. I just turned it all on. I didn't mess with anything. Quality of service. Who, like, what do you mean? How? Where? On my computer? I had a hard time getting the internet set up. Like, I had to download 3 different apps that were all named slight variations of the same thing. Can prioritize. Yeah. Alright, I'll Google around later. Networking is my kryptonite. I am not good at it. I can plug in Ethernet cable and I can connect to Wi-Fi, and that's about where my expertise. I can power cycle a router, and that's about where I tap out. Maybe it's high time I learned a little more. What kind of internet is it? It is internet. I can't be too specific. System for managing network traffic. I just don't know how to access it. That also sounds like something kind of pulled off of Google or AI. Yeah, it might want an update. I thought it ran updates. I thought it ran updates. But yeah, I'll mess with it eventually. It seems to be just me though and not my partner, so it could also be something to do with my PC, but I'm hardwired in now. So it's weird. I'll mess with it. Thanks, guys. We'll get it figured out eventually. Hey, we made it out of the cave! Wow! Hi, sweetie. Hi, baby girl. You gonna go back to sleep? She's so warm. I think we must be getting close to completing whatever quest line this is for Ecodome. Get our Ecodome weekly done for a chance at a bog, maybe? Box. Chance at a box for a mount, maybe, or a pet. So now we're going back to the Oasis. There is a portal there. Yeah, the speed test looked fine. The speed test looked fine this morning. There we go. I got another achievement. Expertly done. We must be progressing in this. Oh, he wants me to do more things. All right. I feel so bad burning the Valor Stones. Okay, so I should talk about my stream schedule because I'm going to be on again tomorrow. And then I'm gone Monday, Tuesday, and I'm also going to be gone Wednesday because I have some stuff booked that I'm going to have to take care of that's going to take basically all day. So it'll be a three-day weekend for me, or at least from stream anyway. Finally done with Undermine Paragon mounts free besides another 50 chat lists. You're halfway there. I can't say halfway there without living on a prayer to start to play in my head. Slate back roamers doused. Why is it always pheromones? Also, where'd all my slate back roamers go? Still do Undermine World Quest because of 15 rep for Koresh. Holy, that's min-maxing. What's your Koreshi rep then? Oh, hang on, that's watering plants. There we go. Yeah, it's the same ones that people are shrinking. We're just spraying them. 92Q8, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Then you sleep 12 hours Wednesday. Yeah, maybe. Very well could be. I can hear Moose snoring, like, big old man snoring in the other room. That's funny. 15. Haven't done most of the world quest. Holy. You're cruising. Okay, let's turn in this. We're 75% through helping the Oasis. It might turn into a tomorrow thing, because there's dailies as well, I think. Collect creature bones. Yeah, because doing this doesn't seem to be helping me with the ecological succession. Love your YouTube guides. Keep it up. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, at some point we're gonna sleep for 12 hours. I don't know when, but it's coming. I'm so cozy. Oh, I guess we can also, you know what? If I wanted to do finish the Oasis thing, I can always literally like run around and like click dirt and stuff. If I'm out of creature bones is a big one. But I can just like click the watering jug. What is this worth? Is it 1%? Okay, it's okay, then I have to water some plants. All right, who's thirsty? Any plants? Oh, yeah. Should they glow? I feel like they should glow. You just, like, pick a plant. Talk to the little robots. Yeah, I saw some of those. Can I water the grass? Does it count? I'm doing these big orange things, and it seems to be working. There's a little robot. Yeah, because I just want to see if there's anything in my box. Got my own Boomkin plushie, and now I need as much Boomkin paraphernalia as possible. Bliss, I will throw money at you, please. Yeah, the plushies are really cute. They're nice big ones. My Moonkin actually helped me package my computer stuff. Went in a box to help cushion some things. Well, all of my plushies did. My Squishmallows were great. You can just water the same plant over and over? Well, that's not very ecologically successful. I'm just going to flood it. It's a good tip, though. It's such a weird, like, do-it-yourself kind of a... Hang on, I'm at 99%, but I lost my watering can. Maybe I need another one. It's so weird. Weird sort of do-it-yourself, like, progress thing. Gotta find something else. Got a pet in my first one. Nothing since. I was tricked. I think I got a pet in my first one as well. Curious to see what we get this week. Oh, there's dirt. Instructions unclear. Drown the ecotone. Blub blub. Love your content. Feel cozy and safe in your streams. Usually just lurking. Want to say thank you for your streams. Greetings from Germany. Oh, thank you very much. Very happy to have you here. That's very sweet. Oh. Okay, I got a box. What's in the box? Drum roll. Gentle drum roll because I don't want to disturb my kitty. I am the luckiest ever. I got the mount. There's one mount in that box. Guess who just got it? Yeah, I don't know where all my good karma is coming from, but the universe is blessing me right now. Yeah, technically second try, but happy about that. Housewarming gift from WoW. New house owner luck. Congrats. Thank you so much. What a lovely way to end the stream. I'm going to wrap it up before my internet decides to prank me with anything else. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for being patient through our technical difficulties. I am quite sure that we're going to have more of those before I get fully settled in, but that's all right. We'll surf the waves as we go. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow, but then gone for 3 days is the plan. So I'll see you tomorrow morning if you're around. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.